Is this thing on? Is this thing functioning? So unfortunate. I was so full of like all the excitement in the whole wide world, and then suddenly like no functioning internet. What's going on? Actually, OBS crashed, and I was deeply worried for a moment that somehow the new expansion, the new DLC, and the broadcast software I use would not play along. Like something fundamental was broken, but don't you worry, team. Everything seems working fine. Can I return to my earlier excitement? Can I get there again? There was blah blah blah, I'm resorty, and holy cow, it is indeed the expansion release day. Can you believe it? We've been waiting for weeks, months, days, I don't know how long, but it's finally come. The countdown is 0, the game is released, and it is installed on my computer, and I'm very, very, very happy about that. Let me begin by saying thank you very much to all of you who chit-chatted with my wife Noms before stream started. It was very nice to see you wishing her a happy birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow, and she is cool with me streaming on her birthday weekend. I can't say enough good things about her. She's in the room, though it's awkward to say these things, so yeah. Glad to be here with you, streaming today for sure. Boyd, thank you much indeed for the generous bits, I appreciate that. Jim, thank you also for your generous bits, which are explicitly mentioned as being birthday bits for Noms. So what I'm hearing is I need to go buy Noms a drink or something like that. It'll be very nice, very, very nice indeed. All right. Who do we say hi to? Howls, hello. Game Urchin, welcome. Kristifa, how's it going? Jim, welcome. Pepper MG, hi. Axix, welcome, welcome, welcome. Agility, my friend. Contraption, nice to see you. One and all. Marks, hi Marks. Hi, Psycar. How we doing? It's good to see you all. Boyd, welcome. Slivers, hello friend. John Yu, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everything is great for all of you today. Lamp, welcome. If I missed you, I apologize. The excitement has caused my eyes to go a little blurry. I'm curious, how many of you are already playing the game? How many of you have already started hanging out in the Rimworld expansion? And what is the thing you're most excited about so far? Like, what has popped out as like, oh, this is great. And how many of you are about to say shelves? It is the most banal of improvements, and yet shelves I'm really excited for. Hopefully my bases are so much more attractive than ever before. Hopefully it's not just garbage on the floor here and there. It's good. Howls, you don't play Rimworld, you only watch me play it. Really? That's awesome. I hope you enjoy watching it, even if you don't play it. I like watching League of Legends streams, even though I'm very, very bad at it. So I get that for sure, for sure, for sure. Sacker, you think I'm gonna love everything about the children. Awesome. I cannot wait to experience the kids. I cannot wait to see how they change both the playthrough as well as like the emotional reaction to these things. It's gonna be good. I'll mention right here 2 things about the expansion. One which is kind of uncertain and one which is really, really, really cool. So the uncertain one first. I do not have a goal for this first playthrough. I sat down last night and thought for a while about what would be a fun goal for this playthrough based on what we know so far about the DLC and what I haven't done in the game before. And I didn't come up with anything that was so overwhelmingly compelling to me that I said we have to try that. Instead, we're going to kind of do an organic playthrough. We'll pick one of the new starts, if there are new starts, and then we'll just gradually go from there. Probably something worth doing will pop up along the way, and that'll be fun. It's kind of like how I played Rimworld when I first started. Before I realized it was possible to like really set a goal, I thought more it was just a reactive game where things happen and you deal with them. And so we're going to be that for a little while. Probably on the way we'll find some good ideas for sure. Hello, Rigor Mortis. There are some new starts. Awesome. I think I saw that there, in one of the blog posts, they mentioned there's a start with one robot dude, Mechanitor, like janitor, Mechanitor. Look at that, I can say it right now. And one robot, I believe, which sounds really, really cool, but maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. I have like an idea about, you know, we start with some like tech guy. You can imagine him working for Meta Corporation and losing billions of dollars a year. Start with a tech guy and his little robot who say like, beep boop, there is nothing I cannot understand with the application of nerd power. And then gradually, over the course of a year or two, the mech guy realizes that his life is hollow with only the machines. How can they hug him with their scyther arms, and so on. And he decides he wants a family instead. And we find a way then to like have Nerd Guy and his mechs and his happy family, and hopefully there's some emotional growth on the way, and they don't all come to hate each other. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. So that's the uncertain thing. We'll see what goal comes up. Not quite sure. On the other side of things, something really nice happened yesterday. And if you're on the Discord, you already know it, but there are a lot of developers who send me keys for their games. Most of them I do not play. I send a message back saying like, hey, thanks, appreciate it, but probably not for me. Then there are some developers who I know do not give out keys for games because they don't think that like streamer-based interaction sells copies, or they think they'll sell more copies by selling to the streamers also. And I was nearly certain, like 95% sure, that our friends Ludion Studios, who make Rimworld, was that second kind of company. So I've never asked them for any keys. In fact, I think it's the case that at one time on the Ludion Studios webpage, there was a clear statement that said, do not ask us for keys, we will not give you them unless they're for charity, right? If you're giving away for charity, we'll help you out. If not, it's on you. Anyway, yesterday, unexpectedly, I got an email from Ludion Studios that said, hi, Resorty, here's a key for Biotech. And it was a very nice message because it wasn't just a like, you are one of the many streamers who play games like ours, please play our game, which often the free keys are. Instead, it was from Tia, who's the marketing person, and it said, I really enjoyed watching your streams, especially your blog reading streams. The streams where I've stood here for like 2.5 hours reading and talking, they enjoyed them. Also, Tia said that she told Tynan, the lead developer, that he is wrong about what hybrids are. You recall we had a bit of a discussion about, are the pig people hybrids or something else? So often I have said on stream, dear Tynan, here's a problem with your video game, usually involving grammar or nerd facts like that, and one has gotten through. So with that said, I did get a free key for this game. The only reason I'm using it is because I hadn't bought a copy yet, because Ludion didn't allow early ordering. They only allowed early wish listing of the game. So usually I buy the games I'm going to play on stream a couple days ahead of time, so I make sure they're installed and working well and so on. But this one wasn't available when I went to sleep last night, and so I woke up and there the key was. So we are using it. So that means, legally speaking, I need to disclose that fact. I am using a key I got for free. However, it's Rimworld. I would have bought it anyway. This is not sponsored, not giving me money to play it or anything. Just fair warning, I got it for free. Awesome. Alright, those are the facts about my experience today. I know we should get right to the game, but I have one story to share with you about something that happened yesterday. And it's not a happy story, but it's funny in a little way. So I would like to show you part of my house that I've never shown before. As you know, I live in Japan. As you know, I have a house. The house has multiple floors, and so there are staircases between all of them. Allow me to show you my staircase between the first and second floor. There it is. There it is. I'm actually standing in the bathroom while taking that picture. In Japanese houses, everything's kind of jammed together very, very nicely. But yeah, we have like these softwood floors. We have a handrail there, etc. I would like to tell you a little bit more about these stairs, and those of you who are in defeat, it's your time. So unlike American stairs, Japanese stairs are really shallow. That is my resorty foot, and you can see there a step, and you can see that my foot does not fit on the stair, unfortunately. And so because of that, when I walk down the stairs, I need to walk down this way, walking sideways down by down, step by step. When we first moved in to this house, actually, we were talking about moving into it, there was a discussion about how are those stairs? Because we have to go up and down them every single day. The front door is on the first floor, the kitchen on the second floor, the bedroom's on the third floor. So it's that. And we talked about it and we said, okay, as long as we go slow, as long as we are under control, if we use the handrail, we'll be just fine. You can see where this is going. And that's true. That's true. We lived here now for a few months, half a year almost, and there's been no problems with the staircases, except I occasionally like trip a little bit if I'm running upstairs, because our stairs have like an overhang. I should have taken a picture of this, but like there's the wall of the stair and the step of the stair, and the step of the stair kicks out just a little bit. My little foot gets caught sometimes. Anyway, so we had no troubles at all walking up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, I haven't had any troubles for one particular reason. This is slightly gross, so maybe earmuffs. As I've mentioned before, I'm a somewhat sweaty person, a somewhat moist person, and so my feet are kind of tacky. It's not as disgusting as it sounds, but like I've got good grip on things in the world. No problems. I'm locked in here and there, here and there. But yesterday I did something I've never done before, I think, or at least it strikes me as being novel. Before I was leaving, I put my socks on downstairs, went back upstairs to get a cardigan I left behind, still had the socks on, started walking downstairs, and because my beautiful frog feet were not able to catch the ground, I instead had the socks on, and I slipped immediately on like the second stair there. And it was like I stepped on a banana peel in a cartoon, where I went straight back immediately. And I immediately hit like my lower hip, I guess, on the right side, my back, my shoulder, and my back of my head a tiny little bit. So that part was no fun. Like, it was very much an oof, what's happening? But then, because the stairs are at the angle they are, it was time to go sledding. And so I proceeded to slide down every single step the whole way. Now I'm just standing here smiling at the story. Went all the way down, bounce, 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 until I hit the wall at the bottom. Like, it was just out of control, could not stop myself. Managed to, like, hit my ankle, it's really ripped up, etc., etc. Like, I have bruises across a fair portion of my body right now, and I'm just sore. I am fine, right? I am still alive, everything's fine. There's a period of about like 4 or 5 minutes where I was walking in circles downstairs, trying to do like a self-analysis, diagnostics, where I was like, am I broken? Am I broken? What's broken? Etc. I don't think my elbow's broken, but if I touch it even a little bit, it's incredibly painful. So it might be like a big bruise or something. But for a moment I thought, I could cancel class. But no, I'm in okay shape. I'm in okay shape. I definitely am doing well, but there you go. That's my story about what happened yesterday, and it was truthfully not a lot of fun. That is that. Yeah, we have talked about maybe putting some like friction grip things, some pads on the stairs that will allow me to get better grip. I just need to not wear socks inside. Anyway, that's the story. And you wear little slippers? Yeah, maybe little slippers would be good too. Yeah, we don't wear shoes inside here because Japan, etc. But people wear slippers quite a bit. Alright, grippy socks are needed. To recap, you're not wrong. The problem is I wear like socks for work that are like shiny socks. And they look really nice, but they're very, very slippery. Anyway, glad to have y'all here. Rucappy, it's awesome seeing you. I need to get smaller feet. I could sacrifice the toes, sure. Just chop them right off for the sake of getting along just fine. Anyway, Rimworld has been updated from version 1.3 to version 1.4. Save games from the old version should be compatible, however some mods may stop working. This channel's mods, not working anymore, for sure. Alright, so what we see right away on the welcoming screen here is in the bottom left-hand corner, there is now a new little button there for Biotech. Raise a family, control mechanoids, and genetically modify humans. Build nurseries. Play with babies, keep them happy and fed. Babies grow up into children who play, get into trouble, learn, and take lessons. Give the kids a rich childhood, or leave them in the growth vat until they're adults. Build and control new kinds of mechanoids, create combat and labor mechanoids, and grow our swarm to a fearsome army and workforce. Manage the pollution, produced by the mechanoids. Freeze it, export it, destroy it with high-tech atomizers, or adapt to it. Call down 3 new hyper-deadly commander mechanoids and defeat them for their ancient technology. What do you want to bet we're going to call down the commander mechanoids too early and lose the whole playthrough? It'll be fun. Genetically modify the colonists or prisoners, curate a collection of genes through trade, quest rewards, and surgical extractions. Recombine and implant genes to customize people to their purpose. Interact with new factions of brutish pig people, toxin-immune human bioweapons, fur-covered animal-controlling Arctic settlers, fire-breathing horned desert imps, psychic bonding supermates, and more. Explore the dark power of the secret blood drinker and use it to live forever. Holy moly, there's a lot going on in this expansion. Remember the discussion in the last blog post that the Ludion considered making the DLC 2 separate DLCs, but decided to do just one. I could easily see how there are multiple expansions at play here, and I'm excited to check them all out. Hey Gro, good seeing you, friend. How you doing? Hello Sack, happy 1.4 to you. Pepper, if you do exclamation point goal, you will see the goal of the playthrough. As of right now, it's very indeterminate. That said, I had a realization earlier today, and that realization is previously we've done 100 cat and 1,000 cat colony. One of these days, not today, but one of these days, we should do 100 baby colony. Ideally, like 1 colonist, 100 babies. How fast can we get there? Might be fun, but I think it'll probably be like 100 baby speedrun at some point, once we learn what we're doing. It'd be good. Who needs cats ever again? Anyway, I guess we're just gonna push the new colony button. Is this button new here? I vaguely remember the language selector being in the options menu, not on the main page. I might be wrong about that though. Alright, new colony, here we go. Holy moly, there are indeed 2 new starts, both of which were ones that were mentioned in the blogs. First of all, the Mechanitor. You knew you could only achieve greatness with help. People were too unreliable, so you chose to take on mechanoids as your servants, workers, and warriors. As you gained strength, others became fearful. It became clear you needed to get away from the influence of humanity. Now you've migrated to this sparsely populated Rimworld with some metallic helpers. Finally, you have the space to grasp your true potential. Note, the starting character will lack some skills, so this is a difficult scenario. Oh boy. Boyd, thank you much for the 100 bits. 1 colonist and 100 babies. You tell me about the birds and the bees. So, possibly, but you're able to gestate babies also. I don't know how you get the biological material for gestating babies with technology. I don't know if you need 2 colonists to do that, or if you can, like, buy an ova off the black market. We'll see. So you start with some research early here. You start with 2 mechanoids, 1 a hauler, 1 a builder. Bunch of components, a lot of other stuff to make mech stuff. Good. Hello Windsor, happy birthday to Noms. She's in the room, so she heard that. She says thank you. Other new start is the Sanguiphage. When a dark stranger offered you a cure for your cancer, you were ready to agree to anything. He made you into a Sanguiphage, an immortal blood drinker hated by 1,000 religions. You hid your condition for years, but eventually a hunter tracked you down. Stowing away on the first starship leaving the system, you barely escaped alive. Note, sanguiphages have unique strengths and weaknesses, which makes this a difficult scenario. So we know it's the case that the sanguiphages need to eat blood consistently or drink blood consistently to live. Start with one adult or child sanguiphage. Oh, I didn't realize it was possible to start with a kid. I wonder if that's only in the sanguiphage start, or if you can do this in other starts as well. Like, can you do crash landed with 2 parents and a baby? I'm considering doing a crash landed start if that's in fact possible. Also, now that I mentioned babies, I had something ready just in case. I think it might be a little bit less than wonderful. Wait, it's here. Sorry, wrong screen. Are we gonna need this one here? Are we gonna need this little counter? I hope not. I hope not. For right now, I'll put that back away. Hopefully it's not necessary, but... this is the way in which I'll be able to deal with the horror of it all. If it's just numbers counting up, counting down, we'll be good. You can do any start, any config. Want to do a naked brutality of a baby. I can't imagine that working out. As I said before, I'm really interested in this start. I want to very much see what it is to just start with the robots and build our way up. But I don't want to do that for my first start in this new expansion, because I think it would really expose us to a lot about one kind of playstyle, but possibly not show us the other ones quite so much. So we're not going to do that one. The sanguiphages feels just evil. I'm not sure I can find a way in which I feel good playing this one. We might try it at some point. We might attempt to, I don't know, be big evil finally, but for the moment, sanguiphages are not really interesting to me, except as an enemy to be destroyed. But we'll see. Will robots have mood issues? No, Alex. Yeah, the big advantage of robots in this expansion is they don't need that kind of care. They do have batteries. They do have batteries that need to be kept charged and might run down. But other than that, they just keep on working. And I think that's kind of cool. I think that's actually really cool that it's a new way of having workers who don't need major niceness, but aren't just human slaves, right? Something like that. All right, we're going to start with the crash landed, and we're going to attempt to have either 1 adult and 2 babies, or 2 adults and 1 baby. Now, when I say baby, I might mean child. I don't know. Let's push the button and see what happens. And then I can promise right now that our next playthrough start will be this one here. I can guarantee it. Just, I want to build into the robots a little more slowly. Okay. No new storytellers. Just the standard ones here. You haven't learned too much about the DLC yet. Yeah, there's some really nice blogs out there. There's some really great blogs that were put out by the Ludion team. 4 of them that have lovely pictures and some fun descriptions of all that's happening. If you want me to tell you a little about it, I can do so. If you have any questions, I can mention those, but I'm excited to discover it for sure. All right, we will play on Blood and Dust. We will play Iron Man. And I'm gonna stay with Cassandra, I think, for this first playthrough. I wonder if there will ever be a new main game storyteller. I think a lot of people, when they saw the new expansion was coming, said, oh, it'd be really great to have more fully supported storytellers, as opposed to just the classic 3. And in my case, just the classic 1. It is a rare day when I play any other storyteller, though I do enjoy Randy quite a bit. It also feels like, I don't know. It feels occasionally overwhelming. There are new custom settings. You can allow children to rage you. What are we gonna do, friends? What are we gonna do? There's I don't know. It's a compelling story of horror. Fine. Alright, here we go, team. What should our first seed name be? What should we choose for our world here? We can pick a rainfall amount, temperature amount, population amount, and pollution amount. So this is the new big mechanic on the world scene, is there are now destroyed biomes There are characters that can live well in the polluted areas, and if you don't handle pollution in your own base, then it becomes inhospitable to people like you, unless you're playing as the inhospitable folks. Call it child soldiers, the child crusade. I like Children's Crusade very much, bringing together our love of Crusader Kings 3 and our love of Rimworld. Should be good. Factions, they're all X'd. Shoot. The X means remove. It does not mean click to make green. Alright, if I go back and then do it again. Did it return? Oh, reset all. Here we go. Alright, cool. Cool. Again with the Children's Crusade. Hello, Fernathus. Giant world for us. I'm going to leave all the rest just the same. Though I can imagine eventually that it'd be fun to do a very high pollution playthrough. You can imagine it being like the Fallout world where there's radioactive decay everywhere, and you just set up in the little spots that are still not terribly irradiated. Okay, so as we begin, we can see there's the standard Outlanders, rough pigs. So I'm really excited for the pigskins. I think as we were reading the last blog post and we saw all the different preset factions that are these various kinds of xenohumans, it made xenohumans interesting to me in a way it hadn't been before. Initially I was thinking that the xenohumans would just be kind of reskins for your colonists. So you say like, ha ha ha, I sure would be interested in playing as pig people. Like, fine, whatever. But insofar as they're going to have societies and behaviors that are not just different human appearances, that's cool. Oh, Pickles Joe, you love the streams. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. I love the viewers. It's true. The fierce Neanderthals. I believe we saw in the preview that the Neanderthals are just big dumbs walking around their clubs, not good at intellectual work. The Impids will never be friends with us. They are fire-breathing characters that are very weak in melee. The what was it? It was Itakeen. Itakeen pirates are animal creatures that have pets that come with them on raids. The Waster pirates, the ones who live in the radioactive area, they're going to use toxic warfare against us. And then we have the other DLCs on. So we'll see if we can manage the plate spinning, the juggling of all the different DLCs. Because, I don't know. Like, trying to keep a royal happy while also building a church, while also dealing with the children, that's going to be kind of rough. We'll see. Blue Link, we'll see later. Alright, here we go. Let's make ourselves a world. Sloshing through water makes people unhappy. Build a bridge when you can. We can do that. We can do that. So I'm actually on the Rimworld official testing server, the development server, and I've seen a few things that are currently bugs in the game. I don't think we'll run into any of them right away, but if we do, we can talk about them. We can also like take pictures of typos and spelling errors, and then we will send them to Tynan. All right, first thing I'm noticing, look at these little cute houses. Oh, are these barns? Is that a pig person barn? Yep, that's a pig person barn for sure. The Impids have these little mountains with devil horns. The Itakeen have some extra hair and some piracy. Oh, you know what I'm noticing? I'm not seeing any of the old pirate types. I assume they could still be added to the game, where pirates are just like Outlanders, but mean. Hey, Cyber let your first colonists give birth. Awesome. I hope it's a happy life for the child. I will send a birthday gift very, very soon. You can add them to the stream. All right, so I wonder if it's just a random selection of what kind of character will be here, or if with this DLC on, these are the ones you get. Instead of like the standard one friendly civil Outlander Union, one hostile Outlander group, one pirate Outlander group, etc. But Cool. Anyway, I'm very excited to see how this work. What is the name of the pig person? Martin? Wait, really? So I was kind of expecting that the different factions would have different names for them. Like the pig people would be Oinker McGee and Snort Snort Jones, right? This sort of thing. Instead, it's Martin. That's unfortunate. As far as the Neanderthals, Black Balzago. Very well. The Impids are named Kakhokyas. It looks like all of the other, at least some of the other ones, do have set names. I wonder if here there just aren't any yet, or if it's offensive. How dare you, Resorty, say that the pig people have various squealing-based names. Edekin appear to be using Rusty Shackleford. What a great name that is. Wasters are strange, and there's the High Emperor also. Cool. Noticing right away different colors on the biome screen. Arid shrubland. Arid shrubland now appears to have some shrubs. Cool. Oh, actually there's a difference here. So this is arid shrubland, and this is also. This is pollution. Bottom left-hand corner we see no pollution, and then here is extreme pollution, 84%. Is there a pop about what pollution does here? How polluted the terrain is on the tile. Exposure, that's right. Exposure to polluted terrain causes toxic buildup, which can lead to death. Most crops cannot live on polluted terrain. And then there's a number here of how much pollution. The sum of pollution levels of all tiles in a 4-tile radius. As the distance from the tile increases, the pollution contribution decreases. The higher the nearby pollution, the greater the chance of acidic smog occurring. This tile will have acidic smog every 56 days on average. So, we talked about acidic fog previously, and I think I said it's like a softer toxic fallout event, where colonists, I think, like get irritated eyes and maybe they have some sort of lung trouble, as opposed to they will die if they stay out in it. But I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure if this replaces toxic fallout or if it's a new kind of event beyond that. Do all of the different biomes have polluted tile types as well? No. The tropical swamp is still a tropical swamp with not pollution spots, though I think this looks different. Like, I think previously these tiles were just that dark green color. They didn't have that kind of texturing. I like the texturing. Makes the world map a little bit more alive. Some pollution in the water here. Someone's been dumping their industrial fuel. I don't think there are any new biomes. I think it's all just various kinds of various kinds of pollution and such. Big world here. What kind of biome do we want to play in this time? I haven't really thought about that too much. Let's do an arid shrubland, I think. That might be fun. And we'll find one that has a variety of other kinds of folks near it. Like this right here. What a nice collection of folks. The pig people, imp people, friendly folks, and less than friendly, or definitely friendly tribe also. Empire nearby, sure. Arid shrubland, sure. And what's the growing season like here? Not extreme desert, we're gonna say no on that one. Year-round growing, oh boy, easy. It's equatorial. Hello Blue Moon, how's it going? I'm sure I managed to miss saying hello to somebody. I apologize for that for sure. Let's go a little bit away from the equator here. How about this section? That's a desert. Colors are hard. This is arid shrubland, yes? Okay, cool. Going down just a little bit here. Boop. Again, year-round growing. A little more slowly. Year-round growing. I just want the winter to be more winterous. It's too much year-round. Alright, I might as well go ahead and do the year-round growing and try to have other problems occur in the base. So I will go back to where we were before with that nice little collection of houses and such. If I can find it. Here it is. Alright, so I'd like to be somewhere with a little bit of mountains. There are not caves here. There's no pollution immediately. I'm sure we will somehow end up ruining our home before too long. Awesome. Here we go. What should our ideal religion be? So all I've decided so far is that we're starting with at least one adult, at least one child. I've not decided the child's a baby or a teenager. We'll see. Probably going to choose a kind of standard ideologian rather than messing through it. Have we ever tried the fluid start? Yeah, we have. That was 2 playthroughs ago. I went fluidly in the direction of charity, and it was kind of terrible. It was kind of terrible. Because when you take charity, you have to be nice to everybody, and it's occasionally hard to do that. Alright, so what's Unity Family? The community is a family of hardworking, like-minded people. Putting yourself first is not acceptable. Did they use the word family before? I think as of right now, I don't recall it being called a family. Maybe it was, though. Getting high and such. Human primacy for production specialist is a good one for fluid. Okay, I can try that. Let's do fluid. Let's develop things as time goes by. And what do we want to be when we grow up? Hey, Architect, I'm not doing Mechanitor Start because I would like to play with the kids more. Alright, so last time we chose this, we did, like, no real religion. Like, our religion is just ourselves working together. Architects are the true gods. They know the moral structure of the universe, and serving them is how we connect to it. Abstract theism. The gods are everywhere always. You know what? Sure. God is watching you and how you take care of your children. Who needs the Department of Children and Family Services when we have God? Alright. Supremacists, destroy everyone. Loyalists, we stand for our own first. Our people are guilty. Oh boy. Let's be standard individualists. Let's say we're all free, except for the children. The children are not free. Past that, no good. I'm doing great with desires. Hope you are also. What if you do all random for ideology? Then you get some craziness. You get some absolute craziness. Alright, and then what should we choose for our... Oh, you only get one of these. My apologies. Alright. So what do we want to call our God is watching us from a distance? Alright, so... We're a cult. We're a cult. We're calling it the family. The adjective is... devoted? Loyal? I like loyal. Loyal? The member is... I want it to be brother or sister. What's the gender-neutral version of that? Sibling. That feels not great, though. I'll come back to the ritual room. Like, I want to call it the living room, but no, we'll call it the sacred family. Like, the living room. That's weird. Oh, the household. And household, right? Yes. Ritual room is the household. That's great. That's very, very good. I'm calling him Meemaw. The Meemaw. Yeah, we call it like family member. Maybe member is fine. Maybe member is an acceptable noun. Member Jones. Very good. Now, which of these icons look most family-like? You like brethren is the mixed word? Yeah, that's right, that's right. Brethren and cistern. This is a tree holding up a pile of rocks. Oh, hands clapping. Hands clapping, good. Call them friends. Oh, that's very sweet. That's very, very sweet. But... yeah, member now I guess could just be brother. I don't know. Power. Go nuclear. Ding! I need some service. Alright. Should we imagine that all of our characters carry triangles in their hands? Is that too creepy? Oh, is there a heart? Oh, clearly we love deeply people in our family. Oh, we call it the nuclear family? It's pretty funny stuff. That's pretty funny. Nuclear symbol like nuclear family. All right, y'all win. Nuclear. There we go. All right, what color is good for family? Probably bright yellow. I think bright yellow is good. All right. So science friends need your help here. When you're making an atom, you need different basic particles. Is that right? Yeah. Basic particles. Like the proton and the electron and the neutron, right? Something like that. So what is the word for those things together? Is it just particle? Is that correct? Particle? Because if we're going to play into the nuclear family thing, then we can call them particles. Because we all come together for our family. Subatomic particles. That's too long. I call them atoms. That's fine too. Oh, and then eventually, if we could have some ritual involving sacrifice, we could call it the splitting of the atom. Oh, this is good. All right. Now, having thought about that, what are we going to call the adjective instead? Powerful? Bonded. It's coming together nicely. All right, so it's the nuclear family. And ritual room now. We call it like the collider. We need something that combines like the family aspect and the silo. Oh, we call it like the pile, like Fermi built underneath the University of Chicago football field. Microwave oven. The breeding reactor. That's perfect. Oh, Zelion, you hero. If you were not subscribed, I'd subscribe you right now. The breeding reactor is perfect because breeding has 2 meanings, and this is wonderful. This is the best ideology we've ever come up with. Perfect. Okay, awesome. So, narrative. No. Wait, how does this work? Oh man, okay. Any colors and such. Colors confuse me. Consider history. Consider humanity. No one comes into being alone. All of us are dependent, earning our freedom through the achievement of maturity. Before that, we all must acknowledge the support of others. We must respect our family. Spartan Stu, thank you for the raid. Stu, how are you enjoying the new expansion? How are you enjoying this new game? It's awesome seeing you, Stu. Thank you for raiding into us. It means the world. We're currently writing a story. Must respect our family. As history continues, beasts are tamed, weapons are forged, time passes. Through all of this, the family remains. Even as industry replaces earlier modes of production, farming, small scale artisans. This is not good anymore. Need an editor. One thing is constant: family. Today, humanity has mastered the greatest of sciences, nuclear power. And yet, there stands the family. Today, it has become, whoops, that should be a comma. Today, it has become the nuclear family. Oh, perfect, perfect. A history-spanning account of our ideology. From the beginning to the end, the family is here with you. Very good, very good, very good. All right, do we have deities? Apparently we need to have at least one deity because we believe gods everywhere. So, deity number 1. The Great Father. Oh, that's a title. I'm fine just calling them the Great Father and the Great Mother. Alright. Over here, you're going to be the Great Mother. I realize my microphone is picking up my keyboard pretty badly. I need to fix that at some point. Excellent. Diversity of thought. We love it. That's nice. We love free love. Just not in the family. Right? Not in the family. Let's settle down. Alright. The leader on Earth shall be called... I don't know. So it can't be the Great Mother or Great Father because they're already taking out our gods. It needs to be... Hey, Boyd, thank you for the bits. You want the great Meemaw and Peepaw? All Mother and All Father. Oh, that's great. Or something atomic. Oh yeah, we can't lose the atomic family part. Okay, so... Alright, we're not really doing this, but Deadbeat Dad, because he split, like an atom split. Okay, good. Good. So... Electron Elder will be the name of our leader. And do they require any clothes in particular? Nah. No, they're fine. Alright, the Moral Guide. Got it. The Proton Pastor. Perfect. And whatever clothes they want to wear are fine also. Funeral. Yeah, okay. Fine. The funeral will be the splitting of the atom. Dance party. Oh, I already know this one. No worries at all. This will be the electron excitement. We call it fission instead. I don't know enough about science of this, unfortunately. And then the Party of Independence. What more we got? Centrifuge? Centrifuge for the dance party. I like that. That's good. We need to get like family stuff also. With the amount of time I've spent on the Ideologian here, this should be the Ideology DLC release. We've not done nearly enough with... We've not done nearly enough with the new DLC. I apologize. We'll get there very soon. This is good. Fission for Independence? Okay, that seems good. Something electron shell. Alright. Buildings need pews, liberal shrine, some kind of carving. Oh, we need to name the carvings and the seats and so on. No, the seats are just replaced. The building we can rename. So... we already called it like the breeding reactor. We'll do that again. And then the last building here. I don't know. All these relics also. Oh my goodness, so many things. So many things. So statue kind of thing is going to become the monument to scientific gestation. Glorious. And some relics. Last 3 relics, then we're good to go. So, uranium axe. The splitter, fine. This pistol, apparently. Who needs a pistol? And then a relic. A relic we call Dr. Spock's Guide to Child Rearing. Oh, no, the precept name was too long. Outrageous. Let's say child rearing and physics. But okay, fine. We'll add another relic that is that one instead. This will be Mr. Spock's Guide to Physics. Glorious. Alright, that's enough. We've spent enough time working on this. Very excited for that. It is time for us to choose our own colonists. So like I said before, I'd like to start with at least 1 adult and 1 child. Given how the ideal legend has begun, I think we would like to go ahead and have 2 adults and 1 child for now. Yeah, that seems good. So, colonist number 1. Gotta have someone with some violence, gotta not have someone with pyromania. So let's randomize again. Boop. Already pregnant. Misogynist, abrasive, greedy. Those are some terrible, terrible traits. That's really, really bad. Let me go and just look through who we have and see if there's anyone who's quite nice. That's a bunch of points. 2 which are very useful skills. Fieldy the herbalist, non-violent, very good doctor, very good cook. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and take this character. I'm okay with having 1 non-violent person. Wait, we're gonna have a child also, though. Okay, I don't know how child violence works. Can we modify our genes? Yeah, I bet if you push this button, you can decide what gene you want. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Too many. Look at them all. Malaria Links, thanks for the follow. I do appreciate that quite a bit. Oh man, we could just read through all of these, but Tipshak, thank you also for the follow. I appreciate it. Radiant Medicine. Wake Up Dependency. I might be okay with just doing baseliners entirely and gradually introducing different genes. Because this is absolutely overwhelming, how many things are here. Or we can go ahead and have our characters have some kind of gene line all set up and just see how it develops as time goes by. Huh. I also wonder how these things stack. So if you have Fast Runner and Jogging, do they stack? Okay, Fast Runner has a forced trait called Fast Walker. Very Fast Runner has a forced trait of Jogger. So it's not that they stack, instead it's just the trait in genetic form. Cool. There's the gene, moves slower when clothed, faster when naked. I'm looking forward to having naked meleeers who have shield belts on. Wait, do shield belts count as clothes? They might. I can't imagine this being a good trait in any situation ever. Might be funny to do, though. We'll come back to this in a little bit. So make sure we have some good characters. So, Doctor, non-violent, I'm cool with you. You get to stay on the team. Yes, we'll come up with a name in a moment here. You I don't really want. With this character we have, for now, cooking plants and medicine good. So 3 core ones, very, very nice. We need a constructor. We need someone who's good at fighting. So I'd like to have a character that's good at constructing and fighting. And then a kid also. So. You're always good at shooting. You're real bad at construction. So no, we're going to start rolling through for a little bit here. Looking for shooting first and foremost. 6 and 4, not amazing, but maybe good enough for now. Both these characters are female, which is fine, I suppose. Also very good at research. Yeah, this will work. And then you get to be a child or a baby. So children have a little bit of skill, it looks like, based on, I don't know, what they've experienced so far. I wish I could change the relationships between the family members right now. I'm sure there's a, I'm sure there's gonna be a mod for it very, very soon. I know Prepare Carefully would allow it, but it'd be cool if you could say, this kid belongs to these people. And I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. So I guess the way we'll think about it is this. In the Crash Land, these are the people who survived. There are 2 adults, there's 1 child, and hopefully they can make it work. I like this. Hey, Zelion, thank you for gifting a sub to T. Pishik. I'm saying your name right. If not, I really do apologize. But Zelion, thank you so much for the generosity. Hey, Poet Nawanda, awesome seeing you. Hello, Akol. Hello, everybody. This will be our team. So we need some names. Usually, I reserve names for subscribers and tippers. But today, I would like to do it a little bit differently. I'd like to do an actual factual giveaway for 3 columnist names. I'm just going to do the standard way, which is type anything in chat. Over the next, like, I don't know, 30 seconds a minute, type literally anything in chat, and we'll get ourselves a list here of users who are going to be able to be drawn from, and that'll be good. Oh, wait. Sorry, I turned mods off. If you're a mod and haven't talked yet, please put something in chat for sure. What's worse than raining cats and dogs, hailing taxis? Ban. Hello to Miss Sarah. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Gonna give about 20 seconds more. We got about 35 people in so far. You request being a child slave? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Appreciate the list of all you talking. Give it 5 seconds more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday. The first winner is Zelion. Zelion, congratulations. So Zelion and Farinanthus, good seeing you, friend. And Mr. Board Games. All right, we got ourselves our 3 people. It probably is rigged. Rigging happens regularly. So I'm just gonna go in order here. So Zelion and Farinanthus. And lastly, Mr. Board Games. Very good. I feel very strange the child's name is Mr. Board Games. Hello, 4-year-old child. Whoa. Call me Mr. I guess it's cute, though. Like, the board games part is very, very cute for a little kid. So I'm definitely a fan of this name. It'll work very, very well for us. All right. Yeah. We're going to imagine, for the sake of our playthrough here, that the child who's been traumatized by its family being lost in the crash will only talk about board games. And the 2 adults are just trying to take care of this kid that's of no special relationship to them, found in the wreckage, stuffed inside of a cargo container. Surely that was the action of a parent who knew this was a terrible, terrible moment, who knew that they may not survive in the crash. They took their beloved little Mr. Board Games and hid him amongst a pile of pillows on this luxury liner. Yeah, that's what's happening here. Zelion and Farinanthus, wish you the best of luck in taking care of your child. We're lacking mining. We have 1 adult who, in principle, refuses to fight. What kind of example would this be for the child? You can't fight, Farinanthus. You can't be violent and terrible and loud noises and calling out about cutting people apart. No, not in front of Mr. Board Games. All right, we've already come up with a storyline just sitting here looking at these three characters. Ferdinand's a little bit rough and ready, unwilling to care, wants blood. My family died on that ship. Now I'll make other people lose their families. Good, good, good. Here we go, folks. I'm excited for this. I do wonder how fast this will all fall apart. The three of us awaken, blah, 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 blah. This is not the story. This is not the story at all. You already heard the story. And what a lovely family they are, for sure. Arid Shrubland, big fun. Presumably, this look at the little cutie. Oh, who's adorable? Yes, you are. I'm about to say, presumably this is the exact same start as usual. Like, it'll not be weird initially. Instead, it will just be standard play, and then we'll see what happens. However, this is new. Like, we definitely had different kinds of mechs on the map before, but I think this particular kind is new. Ancient Exostrider contains an ancient mechanoid transponder. Oh. Are these the ones that you need to take apart to call for the boss? Yeah, I bet this is how you get the bosses to attack you if you want to, is by using that transponder. So, whenever we're ready to fight, we'll do this. Cool. I think we've seen these wheels before. Looking for anything else that stands out as being new. I think these are the same kinds of debris as previously. This is old also. Yeah. I think that is about that. All right. The Erson's parents realize that they must do something to make their kid's life okay. Huddling quickly against the wall, they say, "We'll live here, where we've fallen." Except, Ferdinand is grunting and complaining, says, "Not gonna live in a little box. I want a proper home." Pointing over to the east, says, "This is a perfect place instead." And it is. It is. So we're gonna move that way probably. Let me have a quick second to look around. This area is pretty cool. So, oh boy. Ferdinand grunts a second time, says, "You leave this choice to me. We're going south." Look at this. Fertile soil and a geothermal inside of a largely enclosed area. That's great. That's great. Yeah, this is a lovely spot to go in. We just need to jam this up, and then we'll be in really, really strong condition for building a nice little base. One cool thing added, also a hot thing recently, is the temperature overlay. One more overlay that shows how the world is constituted. I suspect it's the case that it will be useful for seeing how the base's temperature works as opposed to outside. Because I suspect it's the case that outside is more or less just one temperature all the time. Yeah, we're good on here. Okay. So, can the child do anything? Alright, so we can give the child a gun. I don't know how I feel about giving the child a gun. You can't have the child wear armor, because the child needs to wear clothing for a child, as opposed to the clothing for adult-sized people. Okay. We have no kid clothing yet. We'll need to get the kid clothing before its tiny little adorable apparel wears out. Fernanthus, you're our mighty fighter, so I'm going to give you the rifle, and I guess the armor? I guess you get the armor all the way. Yeah. Unforbid everything. I don't know how to think about giving the kid a gun right away. Like, it feels strange. Like, the adults carrying around weapons all the time, cool, whatever. I think I'm fine with like the kid picking up a weapon in order to like defend themselves or target practice, whatever. But it feels so weird to like say, all right, Timmy, time to walk around the base. Here's a gun. I don't know. Give him the knife for now. Yeah, it doesn't feel quite so bad. Here's your little Boy Scout knife. You have a fun time walking around and whittling, perhaps. Again, I'm fine with having the guns for defense, etc. It just seems weird. You could play a 22 rifle in your hand, but not all the time, right? You weren't carrying it around at bedtime. Time to cuddle the gun. When going to school, here's my gun, don't you worry. On the bus, I got a gun. It seems strange. It seems strange. But then I grew up in Illinois, so what do I know? All right, in this area, I have no idea where our stockpile should be. I want to leave this area open for power production. So we'll just start here, I guess. Now, I could go ahead and make shelves right away, but I think initially throwing on the floor makes more sense. So the main stockpile, and one cool thing about this playthrough is we're staying in this game for a while, and so we can name our storage areas and not feel bad about it. Last playthrough, we moved bases every 30 days, and so I can never really like enjoy the experience of having everything named well. Hey, Gellyzar, thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate that, Gelly. Hope life is good for you. Hope everything's nice for you. Thank you for your kindness. For sure, for sure. All right, so the main stockpile we're going to call the main stockpile. It is not going to particularly adventuresome name. Oh, is this different? Oh, this is confusing. I mean, it's great, but it's confusing to me. So previously, I think it was just a nice long list of names of what you wanted in your stockpiles. That's nice. Hey, Rexadoodle, good seeing you. Thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for hanging out with us. Always enjoy seeing your smiling face hanging out with us for sure. Thank you, Rexadoodle. What happened with the Nomads? Exclamation point last base. You hear what happened to our Nomad playthrough. Unfortunately, I ran out of time on it just because we had to start playing this today. Boyd, thank you for the follow also. I appreciate it. And thanks for Prime sub too. Holy cow. A follow and a Prime sub. Boom, boom, boom. Can you believe it? I did hit the clear all button. I shouldn't have done that. But we'll make this work for sure. Boyd, thank you for your sub also. 3 subs in like a minute or so. Really, really generous. Allow large corpses. What's that? What makes a corpse large? Does it mean it takes more than one tile? Because previously, all the corpses I've known of have been, like one tile. The muffalo, the rabbit take up the same space. I wonder. Yeah, recapping. We got to the tundra, survived just fine, and then ran out of time. Had to move the expansion, unfortunately. Huh. We look forward to seeing how that works. That'd be cool. But I want to allow everything, and then not corpse or chunks, or raw resources. No steel, no wood, plasteel, and that is fine. All right, is the child allowed to be put to work? At this point, yes, the child's allowed to haul and clean, do childcare. So this is the new work type. Caring for a baby or child of the colony. First, they tend to teach children, then they bring them to safe temperatures, then breastfeed, then play with babies, then feed babies, then care to the mother. Oh. I'm about to express a kind of ignorance I should not have, but I do have. At 4 years old, are children weaned usually? Like human children? Because if not, I think we have a problem. I think that I think in the blog, there was a clear statement that, like, the only person who could breastfeed is the biological mother. Usually, hell yes, yes siree. Okay, cool. So presumably the child can eat normal person food then? Growth Tier 3. Children progress through growth tiers over time. The higher the learning need, the faster the progress. When a growth moment comes at age 7, 10, and 13, our kids 4, the child's growth tier determines how many trait and passion options you can choose from. Growth tier resets after each growth moment. Progress next growth tier is 94 out of 100. What determines growth tier? Learning. Children need new lessons and experience to grow up well and become unhappy without them. Children will only do learning activity when their schedule is set to recreation or do anything. Activities that fulfill a child's desire to learn include sky dreaming, radio talking, floor drawing, nature running, work watching, or lesson taking. A satisfied learning need helps children gain growth tiers faster, giving them more passions and choices during growth moments. So maybe growth tier ticks along on its own no matter what, where learning helps it go faster. To get learning, though, they need both lessons as well as like free time to learn this and that. Okay. I'm going to leave the kid on do anything they want to right now and hope that they choose well. How is childcare determined? Childcare is caring. Therananthus refuses to interact with the baby. I'm here to keep you all alive. I'm not here to change diapers. Oh, Therananthus, my goodness. Unfortunately, Zelion is not particularly good at caring either. And they're greedy. Okay. Yeah, social skill of 1. So, Zelion's to do the best they can to take care of the kiddo. That seems really, really important. I'm a doctor, not a pediatrician. Oh, good. Good. Now, I don't understand how to think about childcare on the child. So, if you put the child job in childcare, will it try to change its own diaper? Will it try to just go and be cared for? There's nothing listed here about the child doing anything. It's all things done to a child. Or does this mean like the older brother and sister can take care of the younger ones? Oh man, I'm sure some people are trying to do like a child-only playthrough, where there's like a 14-year-old and a bunch of like 4-year-olds, and the 14-year-old's like, here, let me take care of you, buddy, while having no idea what to do themselves. I'm going to give them the ability to do childcare also, not knowing what that's done. Firefight. Children can only firefight starting at age 7. Okay. So let Zelion and the kid do cleaning, apparently. Yell Hall also. Therananthus, you are my constructor. Have you help with cleaning initially also. Eventually we'll move you off of that. Everyone does basic work, of course. Kids can do basic work at age 7 also. Do all the jobs open up at age 7? No. Doctoring starts at age 10. Crafting is age 7. 10 for art. Wait, what do you mean? Children can do art at age 0. Give them the finger paints and start rubbing wildly. Tailoring is 7. Smithing is 13. Exposed fire, not good for the kids. Plants at age 7. I'm fairly sure my grandmother took me outside to learn how to grow things at, I don't know, 2 years old. It's some kind of like, here, you push the little seed into the ground and you put water on it, and then Mr. Sun comes. Shenanigans. Constructing at age 10 also. Hard to swing the hammer before that, perhaps. Animals at 7, cooking at 7. Alright, so it seems most of the skills open up at age 7. There's some at 10 and some at 13. Interesting. Alright, so for right now, definitely Zelion, we need you to do your cooking. And your growing. It's so strange having a 3-person start with only 2 functional people. I'm sorry, you're a person, Mr. Board Games, you're wonderful, but... Alright, so just want to get the hauling done initially. We start planting things too. Alright, it is time for the great unpausing, I believe. Child's getting a knife. Parent's getting a gun. Here we go. Oh, look at little cutie. Little cutie wants that silver. Now, I realized they were walking down here past a cougar with this little baby carrying it. Hopefully the cougar does not attempt to eat my child. Even mentioning that, even suggesting it's possible for a cougar to go eat my child gives me so much anxiety. This is just not okay. Alright, so let's think a bit about what we're gonna have to do to give the kid a bed. Oh cool, there's a whole ship part menu that isn't openable if you have nothing to build in it. That's cool. Alright. Blackboards, baby decorations, toy boxes. What does a toy box actually do? A toy box containing many small toys. Toy boxes can be used to play with babies, satisfying their need for play. Baby play power. I like there's a new mechanic called that. Also, all this painting, right? All this painting is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to make my base exactly the colors I want. So it counts as recreation. And apparently the baby has different needs. Okay, I don't see a need for play here. It said satisfy the need for play. Maybe that was an informal, not actual game mechanic, just its need for play. Oh, the child's not a baby. Okay, okay. I'm a big boy. That's right, for the rest of today's playthrough, I'll be using that voice anytime I talk about the kid. That's good. Alright, so they have childlike joy. New! Fun! Pretty! Ooh! So kids get an initial bonus to happiness because of being a kid. Manchu's master. Oh, we have an animal. I totally forgot. It's a puppy dog. Okay. We're going to modify our starting scenario slightly. So previously, we said that Mr. Board Games was jammed into a box by themselves. A box of pillows. On closer inspection, one of those bright white pillows was actually the stomach, the furry underbelly of Manchu, the puppy. Manchu believes in taking care of Mr. Board Games. Actually, a little suspicious of Fernandez. Not quite sure what that guy with the gun's doing. But Manchu will care for Mr. Board Games. So I'm going to assign you to follow Mr. Board Games around no matter what. I'll train you to do other stuff too. Hey, Rafferty, how's it going? Awesome to see you, friend. Awesome, awesome. The dog is not paired with you. Actually, he is. I noticed that initially because you have the bonding already. Your Manchu's Master 5. So even though children are not allowed to do handling, it is the case that you're still getting the bonus to that, and presumably the dog will follow you around. That's kind of cool to see. Okay. Someone has got to care for the dog, probably, though. And Fernandez refuses to do it. Oh, Fernandez, you're an aspiring physicist, and you ended up here instead. What happened, brother man? You wanted to be a physicist, instead you're a surveyor. Yeah, couldn't quite pass the quantum physics course, so instead you're out there with your little radar dish going boop, boop, boop. How'd I end up here? What's going on? Zelion, a frightened herbalist. That's very sweet. A bit of a flower child. Glorious. And then Mr. Board Games, just a kid. Just a little kid. So we have wood coming in. A bit of a hike for now. That's alright. Let's go ahead and get a little hut built initially, just so that we have a place to stay inside. And I wonder if the children can sleep in a big boy bed, or instead needs to be sleep in a crib. A cozy bed with a safe latticed side. Sorry, cozy bed with safe latticed sides. Perfect for a sleepy baby. A high-quality crib make a baby happy. Multiple cribs can be placed in a bedroom without turning it into a barracks. It's probably very loud, probably everyone hates it, but presumably then, babies are not children, and so yes, you can sleep in a bed instead. Great. Get a little starting building going. Gonna build out of wood, that's fine. Use the wall over here to get us started. At 4 years old, children sleep in car-shaped beds. Man, when I was a kid, I wanted a car-shaped bed. I thought that would be the coolest thing ever. But I slept in a normal bed. I had trains on my wall, though. From a young age, I've liked trains. Now living in a place that has trains, oh, I'm quite pleased. 3 standard beds. Yeah, we're gonna have Zelion and the baby sleep next to each other, or the kids sleep next to each other, and Fairness wants no part in it. Fairness is gonna go sleep down here and make like awful noises. You leave me alone. You all leave me alone. Just got my gun. It's gonna be perfect. Alright. Maybe we should have like a little toy for the kid also. I wish that children used toy boxes, not just babies. Baby decoration, blackboard. A flat stone-like surface for writing on with chalk, rather. Placed near a lesson desk, blackboards increase children's learning rate during lessons. Up to 3 blackboards can be used at a time. This is what I do. I write on one blackboard and run to the other side right there too. All good. Were my trains on the wall posters, stickers, or wallpapers? Wallpaper. I don't think I really had much in the way of posters as a kid. I don't know why, but yeah, it was wallpaper of trains. And like adult trains, not like Thomas Tank Engine. Instead like steam engines and so on. It's pretty cool. Alright, there's a little home area here. Now also gonna make a wall around this room. Oh, Mr. Board Game's eating some food! And carrying some in their pockets also, so children are able to carry inventory items. Awesome. I am cleaning dirt. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm okay with the home zone just being where it goes right now. Eventually it'll be flooring. Eventually it'll be beautiful. Fairnets begins worrying right away. This place isn't safe. Not good for a kid. Gotta... Why is this Fairneth's voice? Gotta put up a wall. Keep the zombies out. Fairneth is worried. They've heard about xenohumans. They've heard about these creatures that look a little bit different from the rest of us. And has decided that they're zombies of some kind. I don't know, Fairneth. I don't know what your voice actually sounds like. This is gonna still be your voice for the rest of the playthrough. It's good fun. It's good fun. You hope your voice actually sounds like that? Me too. I imagine all of you sound exactly like that. Every single person in this chat, your real life voices, gotta go watch Resorty now. Gotta go play some Crusader Kings 3. It's perfect. It's perfect. Select silver. Wait, what's this? Oh. So you can select the item in a character's hand. Wait, why would I want to do that? Does this change everything? If their items stacked in one spot, so you don't have to like repeatedly click in the same spot, you can bounce back and forth. There must be some advantage that I don't fully understand, but okay. Okay, now I'm curious about learning. So I know learning happens in a classroom. They only doing learning activities when the schedule is set to recreation or anything. In this case, it's set to anything. I haven't changed anything yet. And they're choosing to haul anyway. Does hauling give learning? Does learning only happen in a classroom maybe? I don't know. You could use that with the 2 arrow down button. It's when someone's carrying something. Okay, cool. Occasionally there are new mechanics that I'm not quite sure the advantage of them, but cool enough. We need a little sleeping bed for the puppy there. Wasting all the wood. More wood needed. You can see learn activities I want to do in the needs tab. Here we go. Children need lessons, experiences to grow up well. Oh, I saw these already. Yeah, I saw these already. I thought that the sky dreaming, radio talking, floor drawing, etc. would happen automatically. I see the last one, lesson taking, could be different. Like, that one might require another person, possibly. But the other ones, like, why are they not sky dreaming? The icon in the upper right. Okay, this is desire, what they want to do. Mr. Board Games wants to take a lesson from an adult. Requires a school desk. Okay. The kiddo says, my parents have just died in a terrible, terrible shipwreck. What I want is to sit in a classroom. Alright. For right now, we'll make the barracks also a classroom. Have a little bit of mommy and me study time. We'll see how this goes. And presumably they need some chairs of some sort. Couple little stools for now. I should get planting also. It's really cool seeing all the different ways in which you can interact with the kid already. I'm enjoying them, definitely. Alright, so first things first, we need some rice. Rice is nice. Anything new here? Don't think so. Though I think we need a ton of Tinctoria, because the Tinctoria is necessary for changing the color of walls. And I do want to make my base really quite beautiful if I can. For blight prevention, I should skip 4 lines, but I'm not going to, because I want to use all the fertile soil. And we'll just go with potatoes. Now my best grower is a 7, so almost teal root, just not quite yet. Throw down a little bit of cloth making also. Eventually we'll get the corn going as well. Teal roots. Future? Hey, Space Rhino, have I genetically engineered a city of pigs yet? I don't know if that's a Play-Doh joke. If it is, you make me very happy. But no, we've not done any genetics. All we have right now are 3 little colonists doing the best they can. Greedy for an impressive bedroom. Maybe someday. Happy youngsters. Nice to see that the young folk are doing well. That's nice. So I wonder if that's when children have high mood, they also then pass along a little bonus to everybody else. We'll see. I need to get some power going. Need to get some research going. Need to get everything going. Zeliana has childcare before cleaning. For whatever reason, childcare is not happening at the wooden school desk. Huh. Maybe it needs to be a set-aside room, not inside the barracks? Or do you have to have a blackboard, perhaps? Maybe you have to have the blackboard. Okay, I think what I was imagining happening here was the 2 characters sitting side by side, and one showed the other how to do something. But apparently this is kind of old school pedagogy. Chalk and talk. The sage on the stage. With a little blackboard. Fair enough. In your play, they're like teaching like research, you can't force them to do it. Okay. Wrong beds here. Child sleep there. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, previously, I think, there's a long line of all the characters in your base without any clear indication of who was on the bed. You have to like look through looking for who's unassigned. Now it's nice. It's right at the top says who's already there. So I want the little baby to go that one. And then Fairness goes to this one. Staying away from the kid. Wants nothing to do with him. A good first day. Hopefully the kids get some lessoning pretty soon. Oh, little buddy. Safe and sound. Day number 1, a success. Very, very nice. Very, very good. I'm quite pleased. Didn't get this room done yet. We are getting wood out of the growing zone. That's great. We have our cotton up and going. We have our heel roots, potatoes, and rice. Let's go ahead and throw in one more bit of corn, which will take forever to grow. That's fine. We survived one day. That's right. The kid is still alive somehow. Must have done a pretty good job. Puppy dogs can eat veggies, right? Puppy dogs will eat vegetables. The puppy will be just fine, for sure, for sure. We'll eat my meals also. So, can dogs accept zones? They can. They can't eat live plants, though, can they? Yeah, so they won't eat the grass. I could restrict them from here and like shoot an animal and let the dog eat it. That'd be a nice thing to do, I guess. So time to make a proper zone for our dog. And we just don't want him inside the stockpile. Probably shouldn't go in the bedroom either, but I like the idea of him sleeping next to the kid. Now, that's the only part we don't want for the dog. We'll name this thing Dog No Go. Doggone Get Out. Fine. Doggone It. Verdits. Great. Presumably eventually we want the kid not to be able to walk absolutely everywhere. Wait, do kids sleep longer? Also, the kid would like to go explore local outdoors. Yeah, so you probably lock the children inside of their bedroom. Can I force learning? No. Selecting right-clicking does nothing with the child. How about with the teacher? Nope. Seems like you can't force learning. Unless maybe you need the blackboard. We're getting now. The right-click, it does nothing, unfortunately. So no. They'll choose to learn at some points. The child is nature running, exploring the world around them. What do you want to bet a child eventually nature runs their way directly into a bear? I can almost guarantee it's going to happen sooner or later. Fairness has no wood to construct with. So, can you plant cut also? You're very bad at it. Fairness, you're going to learn how to swing that axe. Yes, indeed. Also this cougar. Do we trust Fairness's ability to just kill a cougar by himself? Because the other person's not going to help at all. Oh boy, that cougar. Oh, this is a bit of an issue. This is a bit of an issue for sure. Non-violent colonist and child with 1 in shooting. Okay, so 1 with literally no XP. Children learn skills by watching adults work. So I wonder if the kid will come wander over and like watch people doing things. We'll see, we'll see. The wood up here? I'll probably ask Zellion to help out with the tree cutting, possibly. I wish this thing weren't here. The dog has not been taught to fight yet, correct? Dog is guarding. Okay, so we can't send it out to attack. But they will indeed guard at least if the kid takes damage or has a character target it. Fine. I wish that the dog would follow the kid while they nature run and such. Because it is assigned to follow it around during work time and also fighting time. That seems not to matter for the recreation playtime. I think I need to lock my kid inside the base, because again, the cougars. There are 2 cougars here. All right, child, this is bad. I see this as bad, you see this as bad. It's just bad. So I would like to create my own safe spot for the kids. All right, so we need a new zone. I'm gonna call it Little Mr. Board Games Playtime. Pen works fine for now. And we should put it just by home. I've got to say, we've only been playing for, half hour now, maybe an hour now, and we haven't really explored that much that's new in the game yet, but it really, really feels like, I don't want to say a whole new game, but I'm excited about the new stuff that's available in this game. I'm excited to discover how things change now that we have a child. And I feel really invested in this playthrough in a way I often don't when a playthrough first starts. Like for me, a playthrough starts, I'd say, well, all right, let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of storyline comes together. But yeah, having the kid kind of changes everything for me. I don't know how far I want the kid to go. Right now, we'll give him just this territory, but no crossing the street, young man. Okay, so you go to there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Mr. Board Games is now idle. Would like to look at the sky. Would like to nature run. So maybe they need access to more nature than just the area here. Okay, no, they are finding a spot they can use. Good. You cut more trees. Yeah, there's still a cougar here, unfortunately. It's a different one. I think we just need to kill this cougar, unfortunately. Like, it will hopefully attack the iguana. But... yeah, this is a problem for the soon future. We can make traps. That might help. Why not build 2 bows and kite the panther, the cougar? Because Zelion's non-combat. Zelion is non-violence. We have one person who has decent shooting skill and a child. So what we're going to try to do is build some traps. Give a bow to a kid. I mean, we can give him the revolver. The kid's allowed to have a revolver if we want to. I'm just not exactly down with it. All right, surely this will work. You're great at asking this. Can the child fight? Yes. Yes, it can. Yeah, you're allowed to have child soldiers. Apparently, you can set the game to allow child soldier raids. And that's something. That's definitely something. We need power, as I said before. We also need to get cooking up and going at some point fairly soon. This will be okay. So, right, we don't have solar panels yet. So we could just do a wood-fired generator. There's not a ton of wood here. Yeah, actually, with that said, we should probably stop making everything out of wood. Let's see. Turbine, though, you're going to be great. So, like I said, power will be over here eventually. I believe geothermals are flat. I'm not sure on that, though, so I'll stay away. And just throw one of you there. Gotta research batteries at some point soon. It is now 11 p.m. and our child is still out and about. It is sleep time. The child has decided to stay out late, having a little rest. It's now midnight. So I can draft them and force them to go do things, like go to sleep, but, you know. Also, Puppy Dog has not slept here. Do puppies not fit inside of the animal sleeping box? Small dogs only. All right, sorry, buddy. We'll get you a proper bed at some point soon. Dining room table would be really useful, so Because of the farm being here, I'd like to have my freezer fairly close by. Maybe like right here. And so I want to have my kitchen over here or so. It's kind of an awkward spot for this to be. I'm actually going to rotate it, I think. To take up less space in the direction I want to build. Are there roofs there? No, not at all. Can't put the husky in a shoebox. I have a very, very large cat who will go into very, very small boxes. So I want to believe that dogs are similarly helpful, but it seems like no. I'll go make a picnic table for the family to gather outside and enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Little Mr. Board Games, what did you do today? Oh, you slept all day. That's what you did. Oh, I still need to stop using wood. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and start making some kind of stones. This would be very easy to make into a little room right away. This is not going to be a permanent room. It'll just look acceptable for early crafting and such. And we can make it out of steel, can't we? Got to keep remembering we're not going to waste our wood. There's still plenty of steel, just not hauled in yet. The steel's not being hauled in because I said no steel allowed in the stockpile, but I did not say where steel's allowed to go. Same with wood also. So, people are asking, how do you get more citizens in the game, grow them in vats? You can do that. People will randomly join you. You can create children the old-fashioned way. There's lots of ways to get kids now. Where previously it was just to wait for people to randomly join you or capture people who attack your base. This is our steel stockpile. Steel Stella. It's a work of art. How's Biotech going? Just getting started. Had a lot of fun looking at this and that. Oh look, the child's drawing on the ground. Floor drawing. What are you drawing, little buddy? Is it a queen with a nose and a little hat there? What do you think the child's drawing? It's a kitty. Oh, it's a very rotund kitty. Are you Mr. Fritz? Oh, adorable. Oh, adorable. So we want to get the light in initially. I'll run power over there. I do wonder at what point in my playthroughs the children will go from, oh, that's adorable, to, why won't you do what I tell you to do? Go do your homework or else. Lufino, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Why is there vomit in the middle of my base? Let's not be home zone yet. Yeah, that's the case. Alright, let's clean that up, please. Have we gotten our school lesson yet? Apparently there was schooling at some point. I just didn't see it, unfortunately. The cleaner eventually removes drawings on the floor. Also would like to nature run, explore the outdoors. That's fine. A weaver is visiting. Their name is Nobu Fluline. I hope the kid interacts with the stranger. I don't want my child to be fearful of the world around them, so hope there's a little conversation that happens. All standard gear. Oh, this is interesting. These colorations are new. I hadn't ever seen this before. So, oh. Does white indicate learned traits and blue indicate genetic traits? The Fluline has a gene of slow runner. I suspect that can be passed on to their children. And then this green here. Okay, this is from a gene also. What I thought I was seeing is skills over a certain level become green, indicating, hey, we're really good at this. But no, the gene happening there also. Interesting. Interesting. Very cool to see. We can't really interact with this dude. He's just visiting. Oh, he's a Neanderthal? Is he a Neanderthal? He's from the White Dove Lulu. What is the White Dove Lulu? Here it is. Part of the Gentle Tribe. We think he's Neanderthal, though? Where can we see that? He's a dirt mole, actually. They're the undergrounders. They're naturals at digging. The picture we saw of the dirt moles had what appeared to be friendly insects with them. There's nothing in the description here about insects being friendly, but I'm really, really curious. You can click dirt mole and see traits. Oh, awesome! Intense UV sensitivity. Nearsighted, good at seeing in the dark. So there's nothing here about insects. So I wonder if that picture was just a bit of a scam. If it was made that way so people like me said, friendly insects, glorious. Interesting. We still have a whole bunch of food left. Also, little baby's up at 1 a.m. So I'm surprised that in the childcare line, there's no way to say, take the child to bed. I guess the way you force them in bed is, like, restrict them to a room with just the bed inside of it. At least he can play without getting to danger. That said, I don't think this is in the game, but I wonder if there's a possibility of them playing with dangerous things and causing troubles for the rest of us. We'll see what happens. This is up and going now, so what kind of stones are nearby? Lots of limestone. Hey, Shenner, thank you for the raid host. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. We are playing, on the day of release, the brand new Rimworld expansion called Biotech. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Were you all playing F1 today? Or are you playing today? Hope life's good. The big addition in the Rimworld expansion is children. Mr. Board Game's the child. Little cutie there. And we're just getting started, so the base is just coming up. But welcome, everybody. Hello to you, Valkan. Welcome in, Zionth. Hello, everybody. Michael Flora, welcome in. Kia, hello, friend. Glad you're all here. Having a really fun time playing some Rimworld and just getting started. The big issue we were going to deal with is there was a cougar inside of my base. And so I put up a bunch of traps to fight that cougar. The cougar appears to have scuttled off somewhere else. One's down there. Other cougar is up there. Insofar as not in my base, I'm not particularly concerned with killing it. The big concern before is that it would go and eat my child. And I just can't do that. You were playing F1, you learned a new tactic. Congratulations. I hope your racers are doing very well. New update's really fun so far. We've only gotten started about an hour now, but there are ways that kids can learn at desks. There are children's toys to build, etc., etc., and I'm enjoying it. Like, we'll see how it goes as time goes by, but for right now it's being very, very fun. We're looking into what kind of stones are nearby. So limestone there, limestone there. This is sandstone. Sandstone. I think this might just be a limestone sandstone map. And then we can take apart ruins if we want to. But for now, we'll just go ahead and use the nearby limestone. It's pretty. And make a whole bunch of stones. I have no idea who's going to do this work. So, who is the alleged best crafter? Once again, Farinanthus, more jobs for you, brother. Apologize. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay, so Zelion's busy enough with other stuff. Actually, they're both equally bad at crafting. Then I'm just going to set up both mods do it. Hey, a cougar is hunting our child. So, which cougar is it? It's the one that's down this way. Huh. We thought this might happen eventually. In this case, the nearest edible to the cougar is the baby. So, let's see how this goes, team. If the cougar eats my baby, I'm not going to be terribly happy. I actually will say I will restart the playthrough if the cougar eats my baby. All right, puppy dog ready to defend. It's raining. Very unfortunate. As far as raining, our shooting be pretty bad. So I kind of want to have the child go hide inside, but I need the dog to be able to help fighting. And I think the dog will only help fighting if we're in proximity to where the fighting is happening. So I'm so hopeful the cougar will walk through my trap line. What do you say? What do you say? Oh, shoot, we're not shooting. I forgot with hunting animals, as opposed to man-hunting animals, you have to actively start fighting it. Alright, so the cougar revenged, that's fine. One big shot through the leg. And I think that guarding may only tick on if there's an actual attack against the baby. So it's time for Fernanthus to get a little bit of damage, probably. Okay, not good. Not good, not good. No traps hit at all. Terror of terrors. A couple things. Zelyon's non-combat. I could have Zelyon try to start tanking the cougar. I could have the baby go attack the cougar. I don't know how much HP babies have. I worry that it would pivot off of Fernanthus and attack the baby, but here we go. Here we go. Good luck, child. Go forth. The dog's helping also now. And it's eating the child. Run, child, run! Run, child, you're fine! Everything's good, everything's good. All right. It's all fine. It's all fine. Everything's good. A little bit of biting, it'll only make you stronger. Did you get some points in melee? Oh, yes, you did. Who's a good boy? Fernanthus, are you in bad shape? Dies in 8 hours. It's for the child, though. Also, the dog is starving. The dog can definitely eat the cougar's body, no problems. So, Mr. Board Games, you stab that cougar dead. Zelyon, who stood by saying, "Oh, my family, fight fiercely, Fernanthus." So impressed with Fernanthus' skills. Giving up so much of their body for the sake of the child. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right. You gotta go to the bed. Can't have you dying. And I'm considering not using the good medicine. Are we not stabbing? Alright. Get you healed up. I'm just going to use the good medicine for now. Did you enjoy learning about cougar anatomy, Mr. Board Games? Do you enjoy that? All the way up to level... Okay, 3 through 6 still, you don't get any experience points with down creatures. Fine. You don't get any... The dog can't eat the cougar directly? I don't think that's true. It appears to be eating it right now. Yeah, I was pretty sure the dogs could eat corpses. Yep, can eat corpses. I agree that kibble's better, no doubt about it, but in this case, just to make sure the dog does not starve. Board Games, time for you to get in bed also. Fair enough, this is all healed up. For the kiddo also. And then after that, we're not going to use the fancy medicine anymore. Awesome. Okay, please no infections. It's a mad rat. Oh no, Fernanthus just had a terrible, terrible battle. Needs to go forth and fight once more. Man, the animals should go through the spike traps. Be good. Hey CBM, how many hours in Rimworld do I have? Just about 2,000. Yeah, just about 2,000 hours, which is nothing by comparison to some of our friends on Twitch. Isn't it the case that Spartan Stew has like 8,000 hours? It's absolutely silly. The rat's coming nice and slowly, just can't forget about that. CBM, thanks for the follow also. Good to have you here for sure. Where's the rat? Where's the rat? There it is. Francis, please don't die. Child, come forth. Francis is shooting. Bit of a miss. Have y'all move this way? Oh boy. All I do is miss no matter what. Please go to the traps. Hey! A plus yes. Very good, very good. No more damage taken. More meat for the dog. Cool. We haven't gotten any stone cutting done yet, have we? Where are you going with that, buddy? Oh, the kid's taking things to build. Now he wants to study. So here comes Zelion, teaching a lesson in social. Now, you'll recall that Zelion's knowledge of social is 1. 1. Oh! Zelion is learning about social by talking about social with the kid. That's nice. That's nice. I do wonder what affects the efficacy of the school desk. Having blackboards increases it. Is that all? I wonder if having light would help as well with learning. A good call that I didn't reset the beds yet. Building more traps. Got to keep those traps up for a while longer. Crew goes bad in 2.2 days. It needs one to definitely start stone cutting. You know, Zelion personally having him have terrible social skills is hilariously appropriate. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the vast majority of Twitch people, including me, have somewhat questionable social skills. But that's some funny stuff. Zelion's doing great though, trying their best to improve Mr. Board Game's life. Is it possible for the student to outpace the teacher? So Board Game's got 1,181. Zelion has 416. So yes, Mr. Board Games actually will be better at social than Zelion will. We love it. We love it. So I need to make sure that crafting actually happens, and it's getting done after so many other things. So briefly, I'm going to take Parananthus off of construction, and hopefully the crafting will begin. Hauling first. I'm going to take you off of hauling also. Just need that crafting. We're doing limestone, so we'll set up a little limestone hauling spot here. What should we call our limestone stockpile? You put the lime in the stone. You need more words. This is the change I want most of all to next expansion. And if there's a mod for this, I will install the mod right now. Like, I don't know, 800 character long description spots. Because I was going to make a joke, and there's not enough space to make a joke. Anyway, very well. So we get limestone to there. All that out the way. And the limestone out here we want to move also. So there's less cover spots for my enemies. We do want to get a defensive structure up and going at some point. And then move the traps out there. It's just very awkward having only one shooter to do that work. What time of day is it? It is 6 a.m. Rise and shine, Fairnethus. Gotta get to work. Delicious, delicious cougar. Rat's body is still there too. Francis, are you actually set on bed rest or patienting? Yes, so they're trying to stay in bed before they're going and doing the crafting. I'm going to kick crafting up by 1. Now stone block chopping is happening. Now we'll just throw them right on the ground. And we'll say that stone blocks cannot go inside of here because stone blocks do not go bad ever, ever, ever. Stockpile. Just put it here for now. be the block of blocks. Oh, you know what? To connect better with the kids, I'm going to call it the Roblox. Robolocks? This is what space Jewish people have on their space bagels. Robolocks. Roblox of blocks. Very good. I love it. I love it. With stone getting made, we're starting using stone for the everything. Most notably for our walls from here forward. And our table. So I do want to get a table heat on made of limestone. Good. And I was talking before about where the kitchen should go. Possibly right up the middle here, actually. So like freezer here, kitchen here, dining area here. I usually like that being the opposite, where the dining room is closest to outdoors. But, hey Mozzie, you haven't played this game but looks fun. You love survival city building games. So in my view, this is one of the best ever of that type, because like it has so much depth, so much to do, really beautiful stories come out of it. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about Rimworld. It is just a really, really fine game. If you go over onto the Steam right now, you can look at its reviews. It's overwhelmingly positive with, I don't know, 100,000 reviews, some very, very high number. It's a really, really, really good game. It's hard though. I'm in the process right now of making some videos for YouTube called Rimworld 101 for the brand new player. But if you have any questions on anything, just come here, talk to us. If I don't know the answer to a question, surely someone does. And it's, again, I can't say enough good things about the game. I just love it. I've devoted so much of my life to it already, and I will keep on doing that, and that will be awesome. All right, did someone make an asymmetrical room? No, someone made a room of perfect symmetry. That's great. That is great. The door across the way from this. That's not symmetrical. That's okay. 119,000 reviews. That is crazily cool. I'll try for symmetry instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there. Looking good, looking good. And then, I'm not going to put a door in the south yet. We'll see if one's needed. How about a Rimworld Masterclass YouTube videos? So my goal is to do this. My goal is to begin by making Rimworld 101 videos. And then once I've explained all the basics to people, I'll then make 201, which is like mid-game strategies to move your base towards greater amounts of efficiency. Then 301, which is taking your base from good to great. And then 401. Like nonsense cheese for playing at the hardest difficulty. That's my desire. That's my desire here. Rimworld University, you better believe it. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to take advantage of my teacher persona. It's the one thing I got going for me. Your advice is start with 301? Wait, why? I mean, I definitely agree that there'd be more interest in these kinds of things. There'd be more interest from players in general. But I think for the way I think about like classes in general, I need to build myself up to it. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I definitely agree there are a lot of 101 videos, but are they resorty videos? Do they have my unique flavor of humor? I don't know. We're gonna be here for a while, so it's time to make some important decisions. Question number one, what should we call our faction? So what we know about the faction right now is we're crash landed. These three people are not related by blood, but by tragedy. Three of them have found themselves on the surface here, just trying to survive. Notably, there's a child. Zelion believes caring for the child is the most important thing. Fairnanthus thinks the child's actually a bit of a drain on the base. Fairnanthus is not saying let's expose the child to the elephants, let them eat, let the cooler eat the child. But at the same time, there's a sense that maybe the kid needs to start pulling its own weight a little bit more. A cougar attacked the baby, and that's about all that's happened so far. The other thing we know is that the characters all share a common religion, in which they're a family in some mystical sense. And the family is called the Atomic Family, which is funny. Called the Atomic Bonds, we could definitely do that. We could definitely do that. I'm okay with calling the faction the Atomic Bomb. Bonds, not bombs. Bonds. And then, this city right here. What should we call this city right here? So maybe they sit around a table and talk us through. Zelion says we should call it the blooming flower of youth. Oh, Zelion's very into growing and very like hippie-ish in some way. Farinthus says, functional name needed. Call it home. But not home. Home sounds too like loving. Farinthus says, call it a house. Call it the box of places we live. Mr. Board Game says, call it part cheesy. I love cheese. Just like that. That's what they're calling it for sure. Call it the nucleus. The nucleus is the center of the atom. We could do that. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. We could do that. All right. We have to combine all three of them. The cheesy flower house. We don't believe in democracy here. We believe in just jamming together all the ideas. I think cheesy flower house might make the child happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And people who come into the playthrough later will be very confused. They've resorted that name is not up to your usual standards. That's weird. But that's fine. That's fine. The cheesy flower house is where we live. Alright, Mr. Board Games, I hope you enjoyed that. Zelion's not doing a darn thing. You are my researcher, correct? No, Farinthus is that also. Cool. Cool. For the time being, we can plant some other crops to give you something to do. What have I not planted yet that I actually want? Tinctoria, so you can paint walls, which again is like one of the coolest additions to this game. So, hops. I don't tend to do beard. I don't tend to do beer regularly. It can be done, but I don't know. I tend to stay away from the drugs in general. Maybe I'll change this playthrough. We'll see. We can also go ahead and mark a variety of crops to harvest. Cool. As of right now, I actually don't want to make these walls. I'd like instead to use the stones we have to make a research table. Why do I stay away from drugs? Yeah. So drugs can be very useful in this game. Almost all of them have positive effects that make your characters a little stronger, a little faster, need less sleep, etc. They also tend to improve moods. All to the good. My worry is it can also lead to addiction, and then you absolutely have to have that drug available from this point forward. Hey, it's beavers. We'll get around that, I promise. Hey, it's beavers. First, though, the mining. Cool. Hey, Quick B, you started following recently. Appreciate the effort I put into storytelling. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. I very much want to have a good story of what's happening in our base, but thanks for being here. Yeah, lots of other people will do big drug colonies, both to maximize the efficiency of the characters, as well as to have a source of items to sell consistently, which I get it, but I don't know. Unless I'm doing like an explicit drug playthrough, or I get a character who's addicted to drugs, it just doesn't fit terribly well into like how I want to build my cities and tell my stories. That's what I love about this game, is you can choose what kind of story you want to build. Alright, so alpha beavers want to eat all my trees. There are only 4 of them. Now when I say only 4, alpha beavers do have a possibility of revenging. 80%? There's no possible way I can fight 4 alpha beavers at this point. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and let them eat my trees for a while and hope they spread out sufficiently that we can... Yeah. About sufficiently we can fight them one at a time, hopefully. I think we can maybe fight them one at a time. Though, really, no guarantees on that. Alright. Farinthus, you mine also, correct? Actually, Zelion does. They both do. They both do. Farinthus, what's your skill in mining? A 3. This is one of the skills I did not bring much of. Like, we're just not in a great spot on mining. So it's going to be very, 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 very slow in getting those walls down. That's okay. We'll get there eventually. This animal body has not yet gone bad, but I should go ahead and make an area for animal bodies to be thrown away in case they rot. We only allow rotten. We only allow animal corpses there. Oh, you know what though? One change into 1.4 is there's now rotten meat also. And I don't quite know what rotten meat can be used for. I immediately wonder if it can be used to make fuel. I don't know enough about chemistry to understand this, but it'd be really cool if you could take rotten meat that can't be consumed happily and make fuel out of it instead. But that'll be later game, that's not right now. So this place where dead meat goes, we'll call this the clearance meat bin. Perfect. Hello, Man Doodley. Happy Biotech Day to you also, my friend. Hope you're excited for playing some games, excited for some new stories. It's going to be awesome. Something I have not made yet that I should have made a long time ago is a horseshoe pin. So the characters have something fun to do outside. Just put it out here for now. Less fairness to do that. Haven't made any shells yet either, it's true. Still 0 shells. We'll have shells eventually, I promise. Eventually, I'm going to want to mine more and more out of here, just to have a larger area to work with. But for the moment, I'm interested in just getting research going. And it fits there just fine. Hey, Volo. Always good seeing you, Volo. Furthermore, we'd like to wall across here, so we're indoors. A little bit crampy. That's okay. Deal. Alright, Zillion's having a bit of a rough time. Oh, you know what? Wait, why is the power cable not made? We're not out of steel. Did I take Ferneth's off construction? Oh, I did. I did that so intentionally, but we really need power, at least running to this light here. Having it sitting there doing nothing is not exactly good strategy. It's midnight, and yet we are doing further conversations about sociality. Mr. Board Games has gained a level in something. Knows more social. Zellion is still level 1 in social. Yeah, kids learn much faster than adults do. No surprise there at all. They don't like the barracks at all. We'll definitely smooth the floor in here. It's all stone flooring, eventually. It wants to watch someone work, give some experience and skills. Now, I wonder if they're allowed to watch someone work in skills they can't do at all. Like, is it possible to progress in disabled skills? Though you can't do the construction, you learn a little bit about construction anyway. We'll see soon. Hey, Rucappy, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for the nice message. You found me playing Rimworld. All this time later, here we still are. It's true. I just can't break up with this game. I just can't say goodbye to it ever. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to. It just makes me very, very happy to play. Very, very happy to explore and to build new experiences. And thank you for being part of that all this way through. It's been very, very nice. Quick, thank you for the Prime sub also. All these nice messages, all these subscriptions. It's a good day for streaming. Thank you for your kindness. These chunks are in the way. This is our limestone chunk pile. We'll need some other random chunk pile to hold on to. And I'm okay with basically any kind of chunk going here. But to guarantee that limestone ends up here, we'll increase its priority by 1. I'm occasionally amazed at how long some people have been watching my Rimworld streams, because I think sometimes I get a little repetitive in Rimworld. I'm like, okay, here is how I make rooms. I make it this way over and over and over again. But you all seem to love it, and gosh, I do too. What do we call the chunk zone? So it will not surprise you to learn that though I'm of the correct age, I've never seen the show The Goonies. However, I believe there's a character named Chunk, and I believe his line is, "Hey, yous guys." It's the Chunk Zone. Is that right? Is that right? I think that might be right. Pepper Mga, holy cow. Pepper, thank you for gifting 10 gift subs to the community. I appreciate it. Everybody enjoy your emotes thanks to Pepper. Pepper, thank you for your kindness. Thanks for being part of our community. I think you found us on Rimworld also, as so many people have. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your kindness, friend. Hope life's going good for you. For sure. Hey, our first little bit of rice is coming in. That's right, he also goes, Rocky Road? Wait, are all of Chunks' comments about rocks? Wait, maybe not. Hey, you guys, is not about rocks. Next one will be Rocky Road. Again, Pepper, generous, kind, thank you. Thank you. I should definitely go watch Goonies at some point. I recently watched the Back to the Future films after years not doing that. That's good. It's been good. Alright, if this is dining room, we want kitchen round about here. So the door that's here, I'm going to put the kitchen just above that. I'm not quite sure what I want it to look like, but kitchen might be a little bit too small. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Back to the Future is less exciting now that the future is the past. Yes. Except I was delighted to see that in that movie, the Cubs win the World Series, and in my lifetime, they've also won the World Series. It's absolutely glorious. This meat's going to go bad if we don't do something with it very, very soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a butcher table outside. We'll fix that eventually. Working with rock is pretty slow for constructing. We gotta accept that Fairnath is not gonna get all the building done too fast here. I'm missing 20 wood. Yeah. Oh, speaking of wood, remember that part where I said, hey, they're alpha beavers. We should deal with those eventually. Welcome, my friends, to eventually. Also, we definitely want to research tree growing, tree planting, so we can keep a substantial number of trees around and increase our wood amount. Our first raid has begun. It's a group of wasters. So wasters are the toxic people. They're arriving nearby. They'll wait for a while, and then they'll attack. Show me my first waster. Name of Smog. Boss Smog. Isn't there a character called Boss Hog in something? Is it the Dukes of Hazzard? Boss Smog. Real good at shooting, real good at melee. Because of genes, they're bad at art and bad at animals. They're also ugly and greedy. Wow, what a terrible colonist trait-wise, but that's some real good fighting. I would not mind having a second fighter. I shouldn't get ahead of myself, though. Wasters are aggressive, immune to pollution, almost impervious to disease, and can ingest as much psychite and wake-up drugs they want with no ill effects. Their toxin adaptive metabolism means they must consume some form of psychite. So they don't have any negative effects from drugs, but they do get positive effects. They must consume that. Interesting. Wielding a steel knife. They're happy to have a knife. They have asthma. Very sad. Also, it's 29 degrees Celsius outside. We got to keep an eye out for heat stroke. Definitely. Whenever they attack, we'll just take them here. They're ranged. Their melee were ranged. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall some traps for us to stand behind. And I'm considering giving the child a revolver. And just letting take some wild pot shots at the enemy. Alright. It's time for Fairnanthus and Mr. Board Games to meet together in the stockpile for an important conversation. Alright, boy. I think it's the case that you're about old enough now to help me out around here. So far you haul, you carry things, you got a good dog. Dog's a good boy and you're a good boy too. That Boy Scout knife, that's been helping you out a whole lot, but I need more than that. I need more than that. Behind that door, in our stockpile, there's a special tool for you. This tool's real dangerous, like your knife's real dangerous, but I trust you. Let's get on in there. This is a revolver. They used to call him a peacemaker. You're gonna make a peace here by taking a piece out of that raider. Mr. Board Games, you pick it up, you treat that respectfully. If you respect it, it'll respect you, and it'll keep your base safe. You want us all to be safe, don't you? Yep.
Okay, Fairnanthus, I'll do the best I can.
That's all I ask, boy. You do the best you can. Good. Good. I look forward to seeing the child wildly spraying bullets everywhere, missing over and over again, but that is fine. Back to making research. Hey, we have lights up also. Only when the wind blows, but that'll be fine. Change color on the lights. Have to research advanced lights first. So earlier we saw that in this expansion, colored lights consume half as much power as full lights. Could be good. Hey, Railgun Therapy, thank you for that sub also. That was worth the sub. Nice. More storytelling coming real soon. I do appreciate it very, very much. I'm glad that you get some satisfaction on my little streaming stories. This body's going bad real soon, so I would like to get on to finding some wood. How much wood is inside the cactus? Zelion apparently is making wild demands. Needs that butcher table to get made. It's 14. That's a good start. Are there any more trees nearby? Oh boy. Like I said, we really need to plant trees. Go with that one, please. This will be at least 4, yes? Yes, glorious. No place to store wood, whoops. I bet there's more wood around the map, we just haven't picked it up yet. Totally forgot that I hadn't made a spot for wood to live. Where does wood live? Wood lives in a forest. So we're gonna call this the Fallen Forest. Good. Then you should haul that back. Thank you. We can do this. Not gonna let meat spoil. Gotta tell the kid an important lesson here about not spoiling meat, not wasting meat. The Filth Band is coming to attack. I didn't move the traps over yet, so we should do that first. And I don't believe I can have the child carry a trap, can I? I think he can't do construction at all, unfortunately. Also, it's outside of the allowed area of Little Mr. Board Game's pen. That's fine. Mr. Board Games, you follow fairness up there. Zelion, you're going to take a trap also. Yes, Zelion is my passive character. Will not fight at all. All right. Each stand behind a trap. I wish you the best of luck, boy. Zelion, you come by and cheer. Zelion's main role here is to pull the child out in case things get bad. Also, I believe it's possible to have colonists carry medicine. We definitely want our doctor to carry some medicine around. Boy, occasionally nature provides. Occasionally things work out just right. When you get big and strong and stand there and get ready to fight, occasionally nature will save you. So, a cougar bit Smog in the torso. As the raider was walking in, the cougar decided it was hungry and found some food. I've seen this happen once before. It is the most ridiculous thing that could happen. I like Rimworld. I like Rimworld a lot. Alright, everything is good. I'll leave the trap there for now. I'll probably put some on this side as well, but that's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. Now that we have a butcher table done, we would like to set up a Make Creatures Forever. Look at this. That ingredients and products is new. what's the advantage of this? Like, because of the etc. line there. Oh, also, etc. is an abbreviation. And so this should have 4 periods after it. 1 period for the abbreviation and 3 for the ellipses. Dear Tynan. Alright, we would like very much to butcher 5 ever. And we'll have Zelion take over on cooking. Last period's cut off. Alright, BB9, I believe you. I won't send my my dear Tynan message today. We also do want to get a little cookery up and going. Now go in the kitchen, which is allegedly here. Fine. Need a door into this room also. Fine. Gotta stop using wood. Keep doing it though. Fine. And for the time being, we want to put a roof over top of the stove so it does not explode in the rain. Alright. It's been a pretty good day. Our research bench is nearly finished. Hey, Golden Sook! Thank you for the Prime sub also. 1 whole year of subbing. Thank you for that very, very much indeed. Very, very much indeed. So how many of you are also playing the new Rimworld expansion now? I know some people do not play Rimworld at all on this channel. Some people play it occasionally. Is anybody giving it a shot right now? No! No, we've wasted meat. Little Mr. Board Games go out for his breakfast and says, oh, it's time to have some food. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is fine because it's early game. Later game, this is a bad thing to have done. Some of you are playing it now. Some of you play it soon. Cool. I hope you have awesome stories. And I hope you'll come and tell us about the stories you have. Because I do love Rimworld stories. The other day I put a post on the subreddit asking people, what's the worst way in which your base has ever fallen apart? So rotten animal corpses are allowed here. Is this a large corpse, possibly? Yeah, so this is a large corpse. I don't fully understand the distinction. It's still just 1 tile. Oh, this. This is a new thing also. When animals, when biological organic creatures rot, they now let off this gas around them. It is a miasma, that's right. And so apparently if people stand in there, they get lung rot. I don't know how long they have to be there, but I wonder if that's an encouragement not to have giant piles of death. Huh. I'd be curious to see how that works out. Especially with a whole bunch of dead raiders. Instead of burying them. It looks larger than 1 tile, so I can only select it on the 1 tile there. If I click on any other tile nearby, it doesn't select. So, I don't know. We going. Move those traps, great. We now have research happening, awesome. Batteries first, always good. The tails out of the box. So it definitely is the case that graphically, it looks larger than 1 box, but traditionally, we've been able to stack them on tiles adjacent, even though the graphics overlap. I wonder if that's no longer the case. We'll see. Hey, Twitch and Night, good to have you here, friend. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hello. Alright, so Farinanthus, best researcher, also best at everything else. Zelion, do you have any passion for research? No. All Farinanthus wants to do is research and construct. It's always one of the difficulties of early game is one character's your best at quite a few things, and they're both full-time jobs. So battery research really does matter. Maybe eventually the child will be good enough at those skills take over. Also, Mr. Board Games had a birthday, age 5. 2 more years, and then Mr. Board Game will be able to have a growth event. Now at growth tier number 4. Start at tier 3. Higher learning need, the faster growth progresses. Learning's at 99%. Cool. I wonder how many tiers there are. I want to max them out, of course. So we have the most possible choices for passions and traits. And as I said before, I think one thing I kind of struggle with is, do we make the best possible colonist by choosing all positive traits? Or is it perhaps better to like choose more like roleplay interesting traits? I'll be curious to see what's available when the selections come. We need more stones also. Zillion can do that. That'll be to stop growing for a little bit. But that's fine. We have plenty of raw food. So for now, we'll take Zillion off growing and plant cutting. Increase crafting. We need to be absolutely certain we get back to growing before too long. But for the moment, we're alright. I need the stones to finish these rooms. Hey, Transfer Pod Crash. Speaking of people, a Glitter World officer named Ho is crashing in a transport pod nearby. If he survives, he'll be badly wounded. Ho is not affiliated with anybody. You can rescue him and hope he joins freely, or capture him for recruitment or slavery. I think officers have high social and high combat. That might be true. Hello, Ho. Okay, not high social. However, will not do dumb labor. No hauling, no cleaning. Is masochistic. Hurt me daddy. Is already part of our religion. We've done nothing with the religion so far, but that's great. 84 years old. Oh. All right. So I was feeling pretty good until I saw that. Before clicking on health, I can say with almost certainty it's going to be an absolute disaster of a health page. Let's see. Boop. Okay, only frail. That's actually okay in this case because they can't haul and clean. And haul and clean is the one's damaged most by frail because you move so unbelievably slowly around the map. It's psychite addiction. So the kind of jobs we want this character to do don't involve walking long distances, except for mining possibly. Now, psychite addiction, not great. Comes with some drugs. They'll be okay for a while. We don't know how to make drugs. I don't want to make drugs. We may have to force him to beat his addiction by locking him in a room. But for right now, my characters don't know any of that. All they know is that they heard a terrible, terrible crash to the north. All they know is they hear the screams of, sounds like a croaky frog. Help me, help. Just like that. And so they know they must do something. The boy heard it first. And wants to come along to go check out what's going on up there. They grab Zillion's hand because Fairneth is too busy working. Finish that little bit first. I'll be with you in a second, kiddo. Alright, so Zillion and Mr. Board Game go hop north to see what they find. Long walk. Cougar's gonna go eat him if not careful. It's really late. We should be sleeping. Boy, are you sure? There sure is anything out here? You sure there's anything to see? Oh, I heard it. I know I heard it, Zillion. We just need to go look. Oh boy, it's a cougar. Can I pet the cougar? I don't know. Oh no, Ho's trying to leave. This does change things. I need him to collapse again. I very much need him to collapse so I can take care of him and have him like me. If he's leaving, then we have to capture him. And I don't know if I can come up with a good roleplay reason to capture the old man. Leave me alone. Oh, is that red paint on the ground? Let's go look at the artwork here. Hey, mister. Hey. Oh no, he fell down. That's terrible. Okay, very good. Very good. So, we'll make a sleeping spot on the ground here. Make it medical.
Zillion, the painter fell down. You gotta help the painter. What's this fun little white block? Can I play with that white block?
No, kid, don't touch it. Quick rescue here. Basic doctoring. Hopefully the dog doesn't eat the drugs. And then we should make a spot for the person to live down here if possible. Which room is more or less terrible? This room's awful, negative 21. This one's probably more substantially awful. Because it's just floor and junk on the ground. Alright. Try to make a quick bed here. We don't have quite enough stones. So we get a steel bed instead. Pharaoh, I don't know how you know to be able to build this bed, but you're always wanting to make more stuff. That's good. Mr. Ho is not bleeding anymore. We're leaving Mr. Ho's drugs out here. And his bed getting made. Normal quality, awesome. Alright, so it is time for us to rescue Mr. Ho.
Pick him up. He wants to go for a ride. Whee!
Every time I use my child voice, I immediately think, how many people immediately went to the X button to stop hearing that awful, awful sound? I also do enjoy using the child walking around, looking at things while following. Now, I think, unfortunately, that the kid can't learn any doctoring at all yet, so coming and watching didn't do terribly much. That's okay, though. Alright. Welcome home, Mr. Ho. So it's possible that Mr. Ho will choose to join us on his own. If not, not quite sure what we're going to do with him, unfortunately. You muted me 30 minutes ago? Don't believe it for a minute, because how would you tell me you muted me if you'd muted me? Big brain time. Battery research is about a quarter of the way done. Good. Good. Down to 7 meals. Fix that very soon. Also got to run power. Probably change how the power's laid out here. Ho is recovered and decided to leave. Oh, no. Well, we did a nice thing. We helped him out. He wants his drugs. Ho wakes up in the morning saying, oh, nice place, kind of warm in here, feel good. It's been a long time since I slept in a proper bed. But, whew. Wait, where are they? Where are they? Boy, what'd you take? Boy, what'd you take from me? Sounds kind of like fairness, I apologize.
What do you mean, mister? What do you mean what I take?
Where is it? You get me my things. Okay. He's leaving because he wants his drugs. That is the entire story this time. And we need to put a door here. And like I said, we want to rerun this line. So it's not ugly in the middle of the base. Yeah, where's my medicine? That's exactly what it is. Where's my medicine?
All right, Mr. Ho, I'll try to find your medicine. Look, Mr. Ho, I brought you your medicine.
Ah, you think you're funny, don't you, kid? Yeah, actually, I kind of do. Alright. Fair enough, that's what you're working on, brother. Oh boy, going to clean blood. This happens and I forget about it every single time. So we put on a sleeping spot up here, which makes the game say, this belongs to us, keep that clean too. No. Alright, Fairness is running super fast like Sonic. That is one. Where are you going? You're going to clean dirt. This is our home zone. We actually don't want it to be home zone either. Yeah, Jack, you definitely can turn off auto home zone creation with a button down the bottom right-hand corner. Anytime I've done that, I forget to turn it back on, and then part of my base burns down or it gets really dirty, and I can't figure out why usually. It's slightly annoying. Now that we have power here, we can go ahead and begin the cooking. This room is really, really dirty, unfortunately, so it's not going to be all that great. Hey, simple meals are green now. Also, it shows vegetarian a bright green. That's nice. Weren't simple meals still yellow yesterday? I think they were. We want to get this food all moved up, but that's fine. We'll put down some basic flooring also. Vegetarian simple meals are always that color already? Huh. Is it the case that in the last playthrough I didn't actually make any vegetarian simple meals? It's possible. I'm surprised, but it is possible. Oh, alpha beavers. Alright. I cannot do anything else till we've dealt with the alpha beavers. They're eating all of my trees. So, are they separated? This alpha beaver is by itself there. We can surely fight it. Just one enemy. So, Fairnanthus, Mr. Board Games will hide behind the turrets. But I think the alpha beaver is really cute. It's like a little puppy dog. Yeah, that puppy dog is ruining our lives, boy. Here we go. Mr. Board Games shoots first, missing wildly. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're not good at shooting, are we? Hey, finally hit one. Hit it again. Lost its tail. Is it coming back this way? We're gonna get behind, out from behind the turrets, or trapped rather. Going to cuddle with Zelion. Fine. Here comes Mr. Board Games. Just don't shoot Zelion, please. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, hit it again. We are the worst shooters ever. Oh man, I think it'll bleed out on its own. Yeah, it will. It is also nighttime, so we're shooting less accurately. So I get so frustrated when adult characters fire wildly and miss over and over again, but the kid missing makes me very, very happy. Like, this is a-okay. And it's fine when we're hunting animals. I think once we're fighting people, it's going to feel really, really weird. But Fairness is currently teaching Mr. Board Games how to miss. You just need to look down the sight, boy. Look down the sight. Okay, I'm going to do it just like you. The kid is gaining experience. Right now, the kid can gain experience in shooting melee and social. Unfortunately, downed creatures do not give anything for shooting at them. Alright, that's good enough. You go home, I'll stop this. Fine. Fine. No spot to put it. Wait, really? Oh, I haven't yet made a friendly food pile, have I? Shooting at the ground counts as target practice. Yeah, so the reason that's not done is there are really cheesy ways to increase a character's experience points if you can get XP by shooting at things that are downed. Back in the good old days, years and years ago, you could put spots on the ground and have a character target it and just stand there and shoot the spot over and over again for experience points. They then took that out of the game, and so you could then shoot a wall over and over again and get experience points after you repair it over and over again. You don't get experience points for shooting walls anymore, I'm fairly sure. After that, it became shooting a random animal, knocking it down, doctoring it up, and then shooting it on the ground, doctoring it on the ground, shooting it on the ground, doctoring on the ground over and over again. I think it's the case that the developers would like to have shooting XP come in organically and slowly. Or I think a lot of players want all their experience points as fast as possible. And I get that. Like, having bad shooters feels not super nice. Alright, so all the animals live there. I do often say, like, back in the good old days, about when the game was really, really unbalanced. Yeah. Alright, so Mr. Ho is allegedly still leaving us, and yet is here eating all of my food. He's able to walk. Get out of here, you. Stop eating my food. Are there other alpha beavers that are still nearby? These three are all together. I can't fight three at once if they mass revenge, so we'll ignore them for a while longer. And like I said, we'll have replanting before too terribly long. When that gets done, we'll be able to have our own trees regularly. Unless the bed is medical. It's not medical. It's standard bed. If I make it for prisoners, it might kick them out. I feel a little monstrous doing that, though. Bye! Like I said, a little monstrous, but that's alright. This is a normal quality bed. The other beds are good quality and normal quality. Fine. Can I rationally persuade him to convert? You have to capture him. You have to capture him and throw him into a prison, and then encourage him that way. Though in this new DLC, it is the case that some characters will never, ever, ever join your faction, and they're absolutely devoted to the cause. I'm lowering Zelion off of job 1 cooking, just so that we get the cleaning done around the kitchen first. Now, it is dirt on the floors. It'll be a dirty room, food poisoning galore, possibly. But the hunted praetor. All right, here is the question. Though we're going to be focusing on the new content, how should we interact with the earlier content? We have the other two DLCs definitely turned on, both Ideology and Royalty. This is due to the first royalty quest of, do we want to be part of the Empire and try to have our characters become royals? Now, my real question is, can we make the child a royal? Because I can imagine my colonists who are here saying, Empire? Yeah, sure. Royal titles? Okay. Give it to the kid. He'll like to wear a crown. A Burger King crown. Can the child be the ruler? Oh, you can. We're definitely doing this. So, Kinek Diotauva, a praetor of the Broken Empire, is calling from nearby. His guards were killed in an ambush. He escaped, but he's now being followed around by a man-hunting rat. Diotauva wants you to keep him safe at the Cheesy Flower House for a few hours until his shuttle can come and pick him up. He'll give 8 honor to whoever accepts the quest. It's enough honor to receive the royal title of Yeoman. All the benefits that come with him, including psychic powers. As of right now, Mr. Board Game has no traits. Let's be careful that we don't take any traits that nullify psychic powers or that make it too difficult to use them. Alright. The child shall be king. Diotauva comes to the map. Soon followed by a man-hunting squirrel that might attack Ho immediately. I don't want bad things to happen to Grandpa Ho, but if that were to happen, I wouldn't be upset about it. The rat which was following Kinek Diotauva has arrived in the area. You should have stayed with us, Grandpa Ho. You should have stayed with us. No! No! What do you mean? This is shenanigans. This is clearly a man. Maybe he smells like old. Maybe the rat does not like the smell of old. Alright. I was so pleased for a moment there of how it's going to go, and then prep less so. What can we use here? We can boost someone's focus, help them move faster and have better sight. We're going to give the boy the taste of psychic power. Look at him go. Good job. Who actually finished him off there? Fairness. The adult, of course. All right. So Diotauva will leave us in just a few hours.
Giatova tried to convert Fernanthus to his ideologion. What? What? What you talking about? The patriotic way. The architects are all aspects of one supermind. The architects are paternal and protect humanity, although humanity does not understand how. In the future, the architects will judge the loyalty of humanity. Those that do not simper or boast will be lifted unto transcendence. Men are allowed to have 3 spouses, male supremacy through and through. Fernandez likes the sound of this, but has not been swayed from the nuclear family quite yet. We'll have to have some kind of like indoctrination session after our time is done here. Need more trees. Doors. You'll probably get Zelion back on growing again soon. Other trees nearby. You are partially grown. The shuttle's arrived. Mission accomplished. Giatova leaves us. Saying to the child, "See you again soon, kid." Alright, Mr. Board Games is now a freeholder. No one inherits this title if your Mr. Board Games dies. We can't have the child die. If the child dies, what are we gonna do? Also, the Yeoman title is now available. Broken Empire ready to grant the title of Yeoman to a child. Here they come. Boy, time for a celebration. Remember the first time we saw this kind of thing? Like the Enchanter character with all the soldiers is really, really amazing. Really amazing for sure. Absolutely love it. They're in position. Time to bestow. Not gonna be a great activity. We have few participants and outside in a terrible, terrible nothing. So hopefully it's an okay ceremony. It might be apt for the rough situation we're in. The Broken Emperor's representative says some strange words no one quite understands. Things about mental powers and the ability of the child to control the world with his mind. Fernandez kind of shrugs, saying, some Dungeons and Dragons y'all are playing there. I like your LARPing. Spitting over his shoulder, Fernandez realizes there's nothing happening here. Mr. Board Games has gained the Yeoman title. It was not a terribly impressive ceremony, largely because of Fernandez's dismissive comments. Board Games now has the ability to Word of Trust. Speak to a prisoner while using psychic suggestion to reduce their resistance to recruitment. It can only reduce the prisoner's resistance. It cannot be used to recruit them. That's a good power to have. Can we only use it on prisoners, or can I use it on Fernandez? Only prisoners, unfortunately. That's a good power to have indeed. Very happy with that. I want to get this body hauled away. It's rotten. It should be able to go there. Maybe it's outside of Board Games' area. That's the case. So, because he's now a Psycaster, we're gonna let little Mr. Board Games have this area also. As long as he doesn't hang out in there and get lung rot. Nearly done here. Need more wood. They're hunting for more trees when that quest popped up. I think the Alpha Beavers may have gotten most, if not all of them. There's some up here. Only problem, of course, is the old cougar. And there's quite a bit over here still also. Unfortunately, no easy way to get from side to side, so we're going to go up and around, but that's just fine. Are these ready to harvest? Not quite. Not quite. Gotta make sure that the crops don't rot in the field. Hey, a Boomlo self-tamed. I don't want this. I mean, it'd be nice to have milk, of course. And Boomlo milk is not nothing. I guess we'll have a pen for the child to interact with it, but kind of want to wander more freely because there's not that much grass right now. We can definitely plant some grass though. So it's time then to make a pen for this, our first animal. And with it being a boomalope, I don't really want to put it on the edge out here. But I don't want to take up space inside also. So yeah, I'm just going to put it here, I think. I don't actually need that part. Just a nice little spot for the animal to live in. A fence also. A marker. Start growing something there. I don't know what the best thing is to feed the animal. I also realized that we should give it some grass initially, or else it will just starve and explode, and that'll feel real bad. We'll get a grow zone in there right away also. I don't know, feed it roses maybe. Tasty little roses. Taking over horseshoe areas. The child needs a meditation spot also to maintain its psi focus. For right now, I'll put psi focus real low. Because we're not going to use this power at all for the time being. But these traps in the middle of the base, we should move out a little bit. Oh, I cut down trees and then didn't bring the wood in because I was distracted by I don't recall what. So lots more walking than we should be seeing. But we could pick these trees and move them closer to base. I don't see a reason to do that right now. How are the alpha beaver doing? So 2 are still together there. Third one is way up this way. Oh no, they're getting together again. All right, this one by itself, it's probably good to go fight while it's separated. So time for a late night hunting trip. What's movement speed on children? 2.76. Its adorable little legs make it move so slowly. Now, as right now, Fairness has a go bonus, so it's moving 4.8, but it seemed to move at like 2/3 speed of the adults. Chance to hit from here is 3.7%. Man, our chance is 69%. This is fine. This is fine. I should have shot the other direction, because now it's hanging out with his buddies, and that might make a matter pack again. Yeah, I should have stood here and fired that way, but was not thinking. We'll go back and deal with those again pretty soon. I down to 3 meals, and then the 7 simple meals also. That's okay. This basically is developing pretty slowly. Working with stone slows things down in a big way. We could speed it up somewhat by digging into the mountain and try to have some mountain rooms. We may do that eventually, but for right now I'm going to hold off. Some cargo pods. What do we get? Oh boy, baby food. Now, this is my first time seeing baby food in the game. A bland vegetarian mash. Babies love it, but children and adults will be upset if they're forced to eat it. Unfortunately, Mr. Board Game is the big boy, and so does not want this food. I could leave it out here for animals to eat, I guess. But or we can take it home as like an emergency food supply, just in case. That's weird. That's weird. I wonder if the first cargo pods of any Biotech playthrough are guaranteed to be those, just so you can see the new item. Will the baby boomlope eat it? That's a good question. That's a very good question indeed. What do boomlopes actually eat? They eat meals. Yeah, I bet we could feed it to the boomlope. That's a really good point, VB. Thank you for that. Thank you. Leon, when you're done with that, time to cut down more trees. This time we gotta make sure Zillion hauls in the wood also. It might be time to return Fernanthus to the researching. Though with nothing to build with, I think the researching would get done first. We'll see. Oh no! Cut them all down, I didn't notice. All right, please haul this all in. That we can, I think, get both these doors done. Gotta move these rocks out the way. Yes. So finally the kitchen will be enclosed. Glorious. Much better. We should put some flooring down underneath the doors also. I think that goes to room cleanliness. Take Fairnets off of cleaning just so they can focus more on the research. Eventually batteries. Someday. If this room were cleaner, it would help with researching a little faster. Just slightly dirty right now. Again, having a little spot outside that dirt falls onto would be helpful. Animal farmers passing on through. Just a standard human, I think. Nothing special. Just plain old like us. I'm wondering, how do we... Oh, gosh. I got some things to deal with. First, though, my question was, how does one learn how to build robots? How does one learn how to make a mech dude? Over here, mech tech. Basic mech tech. The technology needed for the mechanitor to create and control basic tier mechanoids. I'm considering having Mr. Board Games become a mech tech also. Oh, that said, I know right away the research tree is different. Like, something is different here. I mean, clearly, mech tech. Okay, fertility procedures is new. Perform the surgeries necessary to create a test tube embryo from a fertile man and woman. Then implant the embryo in a surrogate mother or growth vat. Also, perform sterilization surgeries on men and women. So previously you could perform sterilization on animals. And now there are more possibilities too. Sterile materials. This is how you know they're sterilized. Death rest is new as well. This is for the vampire folks. Those with death rest gene must periodically undergo a special death rest coma to last several days. This research project allows you to construct buildings which accelerate death rest coma and confer specific bonuses on the death rester. Over time, you build a grand death rest temple. Toxfire generator creates toxfire generators which generate electricity but poison the world around them. Those are the new things here, I believe, along with mech tech. And then holy moly, so much more beyond. Oh, is the little pip here showing? Yeah, the little pip in the upper right corner says which DLC it's from. The blue is Biotech, the red is Ideology, and the yellow is Royalty. It's cool. It's very, very cool. So the blue ones stand out very nicely here. The Ultra Mech Tech. We can then build Centipede Blasters, Centurions, Legionaries. Cool. Lots of different kind of robots you can learn eventually. Yeah, I think we're gonna have the kid become a Mechanator. Now the two problems. Number one, Zelion is unhappy because they slept in the cold. Dude, man, it is 27 degrees outside. How on earth did you sleep in the cold? Also, I am so pleased that the character who is wandering is Zelion. Your mood's not even that bad. I mean, the impressive bedroom I will get to eventually, just not yet. The other issue is an animal is going to eat Mr. Board Games, and so close by. No trap help this time, unfortunately. So it all comes down to, oh no, I hear an animal's coming for me. Please, Fernanda, save me. All right, here we go, boy. This might be real bad. This might be bad. Cool. So Fernanda, this is melee, assisting. You attack back. Doggo, please. For whatever reason, the dog is not willing to contribute. Presumably because Mr. Board Game's not taking any actual heat. Mr. Board Game's revolver bullet annihilated the fox's front right legs to fragments. Look at that. Board Game's first time actually dropping an enemy. Did you learn, little buddy? All right, 1/4 of the way to level 2 shooting. This feels like real accomplishments, honestly. Like, this is really, really cool to see a child start from nothing. Like, when an adult starts a base, starts to play through with like 1 in mining, and I say, oh, someday they'll be a good miner, I don't really mean it. Like, I mean it profoundly sarcastically. In this case, though, seeing a character gain more and more and more points is really fun. That's cool. Fairness, again, give up their body for the sake of the kiddo, but not so bad as last time. We should go finish this thing off, though. More meat, more meat. How's the puppy doing? The puppy's quite hungry. Presumably when the animal's dead, the puppy will go ahead and eat it. There it goes. There it goes. We do enjoy seeing a child develop. And Fairness is just bleeding through the foot. It's good. It gives Board Game some practice at cleaning the floor. We still need a meditation spot for our little meditator chief. You can meditate on the wall. Consider the wall. Oh, I never actually made a dining room table, did I? I said I was going to and then just got distracted with other stuff. A little table over here. I do like having a big room with a relatively small table. Eventually we can have a kind of canteen, probably, instead of my standard 1 dining room table to rule them all. And for now, let's have some cute little stools. Out of limestone again. You sealing up okay, brother man? You're doing fine. You're doing fine. More cleaning, more good. Now, does Fairness have any doctoring skill at all? No, does not care, so will not do any doctoring. This would be a case where a tiny bit of self-tending would not be the worst thing in the world, but it's alright. Alright, battery research, 3 points remain. Battery research is done. Holy moly. Okay, so we need to make a battery and maybe a little battery house somewhere. Our first traders are here too. Awesome. So thinking longer term about where I want things to go. I said before that this is going to be the area for power production. Ropoja. Buenas noches to you also. Good to see you. ¿Dónde estás? Está bien. Hopefully or two. Okay. So if I want power to be over this way, part of me wants to just like jam the batteries here. My only concern with doing that is will enemies eventually try to attack through the batteries? So I think I'm going to leave this area open as a place for us to fight sooner or later and just put the battery against the wall here. Now we could dig in a little bit and see what we find. Only problem with that is the possibility of finding infestable areas. And my miner is so slow at digging. So for the moment, I'm just going to throw the battery against the wall here, and we can move it later if we want to. Hello, traders. Tribal traders, so not gonna have anything amazing. Maybe we can buy a toy for the kid, though. You're doing okay. Almost all healed up. Only a little bit of bleeding. Battery is getting done. Still a lot of steel outside. Yeah, the one trouble with having my kid as a hauling character is I don't want him to go haul from too far away. And there are a lot of items that are being left behind that I'd like to get, but someday. In the morning, the battery gets finished. That's fine. Can the kid go trade? With 2 in social skill. Ah, little buddy, what do you want? We could get more animals for our petting zoo. Some ducks would allow us to have eggs. The goat would also have milk. Oh, milk for a growing child. Yeah, we clearly want milk for a growing child. Naturally curious about the world, goats are among the friendliest domesticated creatures bred by mankind. Don't they occasionally ram people? I buy a goat. This is a huge waste of money. I do not need this even a little bit, but for the kid, anything for the kid. Ducks are cute too. They are, but then we have to have more food for them. Like the goat we can feed literally anything to. The ducks we have to have grass and kibble and such. I'll buy your medicine, thank you. And I should keep the leather we have now. Maybe we'll have some maybe we'll have some ducks in the future. For right now, there's the goat. What do we call the goat, friends? What do we call the goat? I don't know. I like the way in which there's a pop-up now that shows you the animal and what it is exactly. Oh, there's a randomize button. So before I hit it, the name I'm thinking is Nanny. There's a nanny goat and also a nanny for the child. Let's see what names the game suggests. Hasumi, Shalimar, Lada, Woody, Kona, Pepe. There's some good names. We're going with Nanny for reasons already articulated. Good. Hey, we have no meals. Hey, we have no meals, but hey, we have no power. Oh, because Zelion's wandering also. Can Fairness actually cook? Nope, refuse to ever do so. So I need to get, what's his bucket back? Zelion back again to cook for us. Fairness sneaks over in the middle of the night. Traders, things are a little rough around here. Can we buy some food? Anything for you. We'll throw in free with the, that's not free at all. We'll give you some to go with the goat. This is a big waste of money at this point in the game, but we'll go ahead and trade in all that leather. Who needs money? Not us. Yeah, the phrase, what's his bucket, for a person you don't remember their name, this is not a phrase I was raised to use. It's one that my wife Noms uses regularly, though. She can't remember his name. It's like, what's her bucket? Very, very strange phrasing. I don't quite understand how it works, but it's fun. It's a fun name. The goat might be the pemmican, so board games, I'm going to have you rise and shine in the middle of the night and go get that, please. What? They left food for us? He doesn't know that Farinanthus bought that food to keep the family alive. That's nice. That's nice. Cool. Food in the pocket. Oh, it took the last good food. Poor old Farinanthus says nothing. Zelion, holding plenty of food. Zelion is back with us again. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Initial battery getting online. Cool. So we don't have any research happening right now. I think I'm okay with that. We want to get this dining room up and going. Yeah. Battery online. Battery unconnected. We need to get ourselves our very first leader of the ideology. No one is currently the proton pastor. Where's my ban button? There it is. Bye. Cool. So in our ideology, we have 2 roles that are available, namely the Electron Elder and the Proton Pastor. The Electron Elder, our leader, will hold the whole group together. Proton Pastor is the one that encourages and counsels all the rest. So my intention is to have Mr. Board Game be the leader and someone else be the Proton Pastor. Now, as of right now, the Zellion's the one who can care, so Zellion is the obvious character to be this role. So congratulations. How do I assign this? It's in the social tab. Good. In the social tab for now. We need an altar, ideogram, or ritual spot first. Alright, so... not miscellaneous. What kind of thing is it? Like a ritual spot. Ideology. I think these are new, aren't they? The ideology and biotech buttons. Yeah, I think those are indeed new. So, we have a large altar, or just a ritual spots for now. That's fine. And I don't know if it being in a room is like better or worse, if it matters at all. We'll see. For desire tests, anybody noticed issues with inspired animal training needing a level in the animals to do it? So I'm fairly sure it's intended. I think when the Inspirations first came out, a character with like 1 in animal handling could immediately go and tame a Thrumbo, and there was a suggestion that was a little bit overpowered. So now I believe it's the case that you can only inspired tame an animal that has your character has at least a level to engage with. I believe it's intentional. Alright. So Zellion becomes the Proton Pastor. Francis is not taking part in this. Why not? He's injured. Apparently Theranos' injury, he's unable to come see anything involving the ritual. Really? We believe the wholeness of body in that way? I didn't realize that. I wonder if he just got his injuries plugged up, if there be any problem. So, Francis, head to bed. Eventually this will spin again, that'll be good. Zellion, let's go ahead and just fill the injuries. No infections, thank goodness. With that done, can we now bring everyone together for this? Hey, we can! Really interesting that you can't have a character who's bleeding come at your your ceremony. Here we go. Time for the ceremony of role changing. This feels a little bit too fancy for Zellion. I imagine Zellion is my character who is most humble, most ready to accept their burden. But Zellion says, you know what? I care about you guys. In our religion, we're taught to care and to be decent to each other, and you know what? I'm going to take care of you all. Here in the family, we care about each other. We love each other. Francis says, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, whatever. Role successfully changed. Guaranteed 100% change quality, so hooray! Zellion is now able to reassure, counsel, and convert people to our our family. Boomlope 1 is trying to run away. Oh no. Oh no. We're going to lose our beloved creature. Boyd, you're absolutely right. It is the case that Zelion, though humble of word, is a little bit above it all. Right? A little bit above it all. Refuses to fight, is kind of fancy, but talks a good game. Talks a good game. Alright, so probably this Boomlope's going to leave the map before I can get this all up and going. But Fairness is trying. You absolute hero. We have no other bricks right now. Friend Zelion, I'd like you to come make more bricks, please. Oh, we could have just made a caravan spot to grab that animal. It's in fact coming back in. That's weird. That's very strange. Alright, animal. Who's our best handler now? It's Zelion. With their one skill. Good. Fine. Alright, fine. Let's get finished soon. And the goat, can't train the goat, can we? Nah, just hanging out. But it's getting milk. Getting milk for sure. Tinctori's ready to harvest. I need to move Zelion back to growing again. And Mr. Board Games, now level 3 in social. Zelion now level 2 in social. Awesome. The return to growing and plant cutting. Cool. This is a bit of a slow slog, isn't it? Dude, 50 blocks for that table. Hey, we're out of food again. So cooking should still be of higher importance than growing, unfortunately. And food. Victoria has died from not being harvested, yeah. I knew it was going to happen. I just need to get some meals made. Or cargo pods. Nutrient paste. So we have nutrient paste and baby food out here both. Time for a long hike to get some food in. Someday the kid will grow up and be a great hauler, just not quite yet. Sufficient food for now. Awesome. Alright, my friends, I've had a really fun time starting this base. It is noon my time. Usually on a day like today, I would stream a little bit longer, especially with the new release, but as I mentioned, it's Nam's birthday weekend, and so I'm gonna go hang out with her. We're probably gonna go to the museum later today. I got a bunch of birthday gifts for her. I'm very excited to give those to her, so thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a fun time being with us. I'll be here on my Monday, which is Sunday night US time, for more of this playthrough right here. It's been a good start. Haven't explored all the new DLC stuff too much, but in the coming weeks of play, we'll definitely get to all those. So thank you for being here. It was really, really, really nice. I'm going to find someone for us to host, someone for us to raid onto y'all. And who is playing Rimworld? Probably everyone's playing Rimworld. Hey, it's me, Full Resorty. Any old friends? Oh, that's an old friend. That's an old... Aw, people who haven't played Rimworld in months and years are playing Rimworld now. That's really nice. I like that. The old directory's back together again. Alright, I'm gonna ready host our friend Avok. Avok's a long-time friend of the channel. Pretty good at this game. When you get there, please do offer hello friend. Give him a bit of encouragement, love, and all the rest. Appreciate the heck out of y'all spend time with me today. Hopefully your Rimworld playthroughs go well. I'll see you in a couple days. Thanks for being my friends. Appreciate you a bunch. Bye for now.